Morning, Nerdy, and we're back. It's been a
We're
couple
back.
months, but we're back in the booth in a playoffs-related event. We're here for the Season 7 Midseason Showdown. Very, very exciting stuff today. Nerdy's got the wet hair dripped out as usual. I'm actually not that tired. I've been up since 7 in the morning because my PC boot looped last night for no reason. I set it all up perfectly fine yesterday, and then I was like changing like the key repeat settings to like F3F faster or something, and then I realized that I was way too fast and I had never done that. And then I tried to switch it back, and then my PC just boot looped. And nothing fixed it at all. Like, it's like, oh, go to like drive recovery, error. Go to like clean, reinstall Windows, error. Open command line, error. So I don't own a flash drive, so I had to I DoorDashed myself a flash drive at 7 a.m.
DoorDash yourself? That's awesome.
I don't have a car.
I
don't have a car. Yeah, you can DoorDash from like anywhere, bro. It was from like Maya or some shit. I got a 32 gigabyte flash drive and it worked. And so I set up my PC for the second time in 2 days. And we're back, but it's good.
Good job.
It's good. We're back. We're ready for Midseason Showdown. Nerdy, how excited are you for today? Who are you excited to watch? What storylines are we going to follow?
We have a lot of players to watch here. I think you said 82 out of 100 players that could have showed up are signed up for the Midseason Showdown. So, I mean, I don't know, lots of good players to watch. I mean, you know, the phase points are on the line, and I'm excited to see who wins. You know, I feel like not only, as we've said before, obviously the phase points are on the line, but also this is an opportunity, you know, a chance to a certain level of pride is on the line here. You know, if you win the Midseason Showdown, there is some, I don't know, that in and of itself is sort of intrinsically cool. So I'm excited to see what happens here in today's matchup.
Yeah, I mean, some bragging rights there for winning. I mean, we all remember Hacks winning, I don't remember specifically if it was last season or 2 seasons ago, but Hacks winning by over like 30, 40 points, put up best performance ever. But yeah, it looks like we have 73 people in the Discord stage specifically. I think we had like 80 people sign up, but it's so many people that we kind of have to talk about the notable exclusions as opposed to the notable inclusions because most people are playing. At least from the top few spots on the leaderboard. Infume's not playing. He's on vacation. Hacks, I think his computer has been blue screening today. So we'll see if that gets fixed, but it's probably too late if he's not live right now. We'll see. That's unfortunate. And Loki did not sign up. But other than that, I think like a vast majority of our obviously top 100 or top 10 is with us today. And we'll start to see after, you know, the first couple seeds how our leaderboard is going to start shaking up, right? Like if you want to win the Midseason Showdown, you can't have a bad first couple seeds, right? You got to keep that consistency throughout all 10 seeds that we're playing today. So we'll get a good picture of the leaderboard as we get into it. But yeah, I guess I should lead into that with another format reminder as well. If this is your first time watching a Midseason Showdown, or I mean, obviously we only do these every 4 months. So if you just, you know, don't remember from last time, we are playing 10 seeds today, 10 Minecraft seeds. It's not a ranked 1v1, it's a ranked private room. You ever watch your favorite streamers do private rooms? Watch, you know, Oshgay do all against one, sort of that idea. We have I guess we're starting with 74 people in the first room, assuming everyone in the stage is in the lobby. And the first 24 people that complete the seed are going to get points based on how fast they complete the seed. 20 points if you win, 1 point if you get 24th, and it scales from there. And then after 3 seeds, we're going to eliminate everybody that has no points. They tried their best, but no points after 3 seeds, unfortunately. A little bit too far behind. After 5 seeds, we're going to eliminate the bottom 50% of players. After 7 seeds, we're going to go down to 10 players left standing. And then after seeds 8, 9, and 10, we're going to eliminate 2 players each time until we get to our top 4. So you get points through all 10 seeds. So it's a very consistency-based format. If you die on 1 seed and get 0 points, that is going to affect your total points a lot. You know, you can't kind of just write it off as a match loss. Like that 0 points, those are going to stick with you for the entire 10 seeds. So very consistency-based format, you know, different to a bracket in that sense. But if you consistently get first on seeds, you'll get those 20 points, and that's a big deal. So
yeah, I would say it's sort of like the private room version of ranked. You know, it's not 1v1, right? So it's not about just being consistent always. Sometimes playing for the high roll and getting the extra little pace on people is rewarded here, because getting first is so much better than getting, you know, 19th or something. Even if 19th would give you some points and you'd sort of get something out of it.
The 19th gives you like
Yeah,
2 or 3 points. First gives you 20, right? So
exactly.
you are right. Like, you know, maybe we'll see some people, like, if the first eye breaks, maybe they'll send 11 if they need the points in that situation. Maybe we'll see people play strays in forts if they're behind, as opposed to playing spawner. Maybe we'll see people play single triple. Like a lot of high roll plays are possible when, if you can give yourself that edge over everybody else and it works out, that's a lot of points that you can gain over some more of those consistency plays. But I don't know. I mean, we don't have any many fancy graphics. There's no player interviews. There's no seed picks. Just 10 seeds. A lot of people in the lobby. So I don't know when we're exactly going to get into it, but we will see, and we'll just get thrown into it when we're there. But I always love watching these. I love the ghost mode that we have too. Like, that's going to be so hype.
Oh yeah. I think that's fantastic stuff.
The
Definitely.
spectator camera, observer camera, whatever it's called. We will see. Looks like we're gonna get into it in just a second. Just gotta it's gotta go. The news has to go down the grapevine. Does that window not like glare go on your monitor at all?
What was that?
Does your window, like, does the sun not land on your monitor?
This window?
Yeah.
Onto here?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Can you not tell? Like, is it not annoying? If you can't tell, then it like doesn't.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Now I need to unzone out my eyes here.
Like, because I have a window to my right. It also just could be like way brighter on the camera than it actually looks, because like,
it's
you know
really
what I mean?
dim.
Like,
it's really
yeah. Like, it looks really bright on the cam, but it's just because it's like it's probably like it's probably actually like pretty dim in your room. Because I guess like I'm looking at my window too, and like there is light, but it like none of it can actually like get through in a meaningful way. It like all like dissipates or whatever. I don't
Let me
know
see
if
if I can
the
take a
word is,
picture
man.
of it.
No, I believe you.
Okay, no, now I forgot my camera doesn't work. Never mind.
Your phone camera
Anyways.
doesn't work? Oh yeah, you said it was broken. And it makes a weird
Here.
sound because it tries to open. You shattered the lens.
Yeah,
on it
look
or
at
something?
this. Yeah, here we go. Here's a good yapping moment. Take a look.
Dude, how did you drop it? What happened?
I don't even know. Oh man. Look at that
I can
camera.
see it, dude. There's just like a pinpoint hole.
Oh yeah, it's right here.
Oh my
It's
God,
good.
there we
It's
go.
good. There's a good yapping session out of the way. You have to get one of those. Wow, that's a lot of good lucks. Actually, no, it's just from one person. Never mind.
It's just from like the same 2 or 3 people.
Here we are. Excited to watch. We've got some exciting Minecraft up ahead of us here at Feinberg.
Yeah, there we go.
They found the stronghold chords there, as you can see. That's crazy stuff.
Room portal seed. Where are the trees,
wow,
nerdy? Where in the hell are the trees? I played one
this
ranked game yesterday before my PC fully crashed, and it was a no trees overworld. Oh, there's the trees.
Oh,
there we go.
wow. And looks like no one getting baited by the outpost, which is slightly sad to me, you know. But
I
it's
wouldn't
okay.
say
I
that that's a
understand.
bait. I wouldn't say it's a bait. I don't think
You know, maybe you get some carrots is my thought process, you know, but okay, you know, fair enough. You know, all these
Danny
runners
boy
understand.
frolicking in the plains over there. There's probably a pig or a sheep or something over there. But is that Aquacord coming in from the left? What are these people doing coming in for the far left? Ralph's coming in for the far left too.
Oh, wow.
What is over on the far left?
I don't know. I guess maybe they saw it.
Observer
I'm not
cam,
sure.
mods, angle of the camera left.
But regardless, we have I like seeing this because you see all the different trees they're going for. It's not just the same tree for all of them, you know. They really are spread out here. Um, as we see this room.
It's gotta just be food, right? And like we can't obviously load like hundreds of pigs or cows or whatever. It's gotta just be food,
Yeah,
right?
no, that would make sense. That would make sense. I mean,
Like
probably like
if you
get
look
like
at the
fire charge
players and
sword or
you
something?
if you
Fire charge?
imagine yourself in
Yeah,
the head of the players, like they're it's like they're pantomiming, like Pictionary or charades, whatever. Dude, nice try, Feinberg. It's like they're doing charades, killing mobs. And look, everyone's funneling back. This view is so awesome. I love
wow,
this.
that it is phenomenal stuff here as the runners are now looking like they're all getting their portal ready. It's so goofy looking. It's so goofy looking, even though, you know, no one's doing anything individually goofy, but as a collection, it looks, it's so cool.
And we will I mean presumably some people are already in the nether. Um I swear I just saw a couple people reset. 3 people resetting the world now. See, respawning there like at the same spot. Maybe you fully water bucketed their lava or something, like
Yeah,
fully
I mean, there's not too
obsidian the
much
ground.
lava,
And there we go. And we're back in the nether.
and
What bastion is this? Stables? I can't tell. Maybe housing. Stables.
staples, I think. Yeah, there we go. Now we also got slightly
Mustard
different
and
routes
Ankle
here. You
Boy. Maybe
see?
the
Yeah.
first couple people getting into the bastion. Looks like Ankle Boy was first.
Yep.
Overall on the seed. Mustard not far behind at all, but notably, Ankle Boy's at the top of the stables here, which is the sort of better spot to enter it. And like 95% of seeds looks like it's a double triples. So even though they got the advancement at exactly the same time, Ankle Boy's got a lot of time on Mustard just on this route start alone, on this double
Now,
triple.
I
Because he
will say
entered up.
this is very interesting because you have a double triple, so I think most people are going to go for that. I wonder if we'll see, you know, if the trades are unlucky and someone goes
Triple
for
triple.
oh
Wow.
wow, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That should just be what everyone does.
Yes.
It should be good.
You were gonna
Hopefully
say
that
though, right? Like double triple versus gap.
yeah
Maybe there's some thoughts there. If you play the triple to gap instead of the double
yep.
triple, maybe you have 0 and other people don't. Maybe you have 30 pearls and someone else has 15 or something. But we're playing triple triple here. So if you're choosing to play a gap in this situation, I don't
That
think you. I don't know.
but I mean, some people might make the mistake and do it. You know what I mean? Like it's possible.
If they
Someone
don't
doesn't
know,
sleep
right?
with the
Like you enter
triple.
from the bottom. Maybe you
Kind
just
of
commit to the
buried.
triple to
Yeah.
gap. Yeah, it is possible. It's very possible.
Or maybe if these trades are absolutely terrible, but it does not seem like that's going to be the case as we have 8 obsidian already for mustard. So obviously the seeds are the same for everyone. And that should be the same for everyone else.
Eagle Boy's keeping this sword as well, by the way. Someone in chat said looting 3. I don't know. Probably. I don't really know why they'd lie, but Ankle Boy is keeping the gold sword. He still has it in his inventory. This is
wow.
a
That
looting
could
3
be
seed. That
phenomenal.
would be awesome.
That would be awesome. I'm really curious. I mean, it could be fire aspect too. We did see some people, you know, kill.
We have more confirmation that is looting 3.
It is looting 3. Oh wow.
Watching.
Mustard here on 1 heart, able to survive, but that was a little bit sketchy there.
Though. I mean, I feel like so people just have to have so much good food as well, right? Like looting 3 on mobs in the overworld, the amount of food that you're getting there, and Ankle Boy's gone.
Yeah.
Where's the fort? Visible. It's SSV.
Oh no, an Ankle Boy.
We're good. No
Scaring us
Endermite.
here.
Saved.
He's okay.
You know, first in the Bastion, entered at that triple. Really hard to lose time on a route like triple there, especially, you know, he didn't take really that much damage in the Bastion, kind of routed the pigs quickly. Gonna probably be heading to this fort first. And it's really interesting here with looting 3, especially because if these spawners are far and you can hit maybe 2, 3 strays and leave, this could be a lot of time that some runners can make up here on the fort.
There's
Like,
3 rods off the
3
first
rods?
blaze.
Yeah, and he's got 2 more right here and a spawner. But he's got to deal with a skeleton, though.
This is awful.
If it
There's
shoots
2
him off
skeletons,
here.
3 wither skeletons.
Oh my god, this wither skeleton's bugging on him.
Guy is just not having a good time.
Are we gone off of this blaze? 6.
We're out.
Wow. We could be gone if no break. That's insane. 2 blazes. And if you're a runner that doesn't have to deal with any wither skellies, deal with any skeletons, that's a lot of time save. Ankle Boy, it took him maybe 15, 20 seconds to kill that second blaze.
There we go. But you can see Jacko just immediately getting the 2 strays and now just out immediately.
Yeah. Ankle Boy measures. It doesn't break. First eye's not going to break. Second eye won't either for every runner. And we have 0 explosives as well. 0 quality explosives. Sorry.
Yeah.
6 beds, 1 anchor. Not 0. We have 7 explosives. In fact. This is a fast seed. Ankle Boy heading towards at 6 minutes. Sub 8 potential.
This is
100 blocks away in another.
Stuff.
1 more pearl and we're there, it looks like. 10 blocks away from cords. Basically on the lava as well, yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely have to be reading chat as well to see if Ankle Boy, I mean, presumably is first right now, but we will have to see if that.
I mean, it wasn't like 2 great strays, but they were there, right? Like, you didn't need to play the spawner. And
here.
Looks like he is in the stronghold first. Maybe a good spike. There's mobs there. He's on hitboxes. I don't love anything in the stronghold for Ankle Boy.
Yeah.
But there were a couple mobs. Library.
Looks like looking around.
But it opens the door for someone to in-snap, right? And pass him.
Yep, exactly. This is the opportunity for other people to get ahead of him. But regardless, Ankle Boy should have a good outcome.
There's a spike.
And there we go. That looks good.
But it's back near starter, and so it might be bottom left here, which I think he was trying to go initially, but these creepers here maybe mess with his spike. Maybe he was getting a mob spike here. Yeah, and so there it is. Exactly. He had the right idea at the start, but the mob spike couldn't fight through it. Looks like he's still going to be the first runner in the end, though.
But like, look at this. Blaze Mine looks like immediately sees that, so going to be a faster split there, even though Ankle Boy.
Wow, and it's top 100. So we need some okay pearls here from a lot of the runners. This is not a free 0 by any means, but Ankle Boy's here with a lot of time. And 7 explosives again should be fine for almost everybody, but it's not free. You know, it's not front cage, not front 88. Ankle Boy gets it done. And I think it's just barely not the sub 8 that we were looking for. But that's going to be our first completion out of 24. And like, again, Blaze Mine zeroing, Aquacord zeroing as well. And it's so important in seeds like this to not lose any of that time, right? Like, what am I trying to say? Ankle Boy losing some time on the nav, but if you're in a 1v1 and your opponent's in the fort, doesn't really matter, right? As long as you find it eventually. But here, if you're losing 20, 30 seconds on the nav, you're losing that time to everybody. Like, there's going to be people here that are insta-navving. There's going to be people that are getting those good rates. So every second matters so much more than it does in regular ranked matches because you're playing against so many people at the same time.
Yeah, and I mean, it's super impressive to me that Ankle Boy had that much of a lead on this many runners, you know?
Yeah, I mean, 20 seconds over second place. Looks like Manji in the top right messed up the 0 and has to wait for a perch now. And I mean, that's almost maybe a full seed, right? Like, if so many other people hit the 0, Manji might not get any points, even though he's been in that and fast. Camo dies on the 0 as well. That's going to be a no point seed for Camo here on seed 1. These 0 cycle mistakes ruining some runners already. Risky 0 from Budgie here. Should be fine with this one anchor, though. As long as he doesn't get hit, we're good.
There we go. 1.5 hearts, able to enter the end fountain here. As well as Jooms also finishing off the seed here.
Yeah, and we have 24 completions possible. And we've seen 13, 14 so far now. They tend to just flood in though at the end of these seeds, right? Like you have the few people that like played perfectly, or maybe like got great like Blaze Stray RNG, or just good mental RNG on like deciding kind of where to go for like the enter or whatnot. And then it seems like there's always these phases where like 4 or 5 people will just finish like one after the other, bang, 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 at the end. Winston bed breaks on the 0, and all these 0 mistakes. Not only is it like mentally frustrating to lose the seed to it, but you getting 0 points is a big deal in terms of just the standings on the leaderboard. A seed where you could have gotten 5, 10, 15 points even getting 0 because of the 0.
0 because of the 0 or the lack of
Yeah,
0.
Ramuxi
0
1
because of
heart
the lack
now,
of
failed the
0.
0, can't get points. Danny zeroing,
Unfortunate.
gets it done.
Yeah, all these points do matter. I mean, like we said, after seed 3, anyone with 0 points gets eliminated. So even if you get 1 point, at least you get to play until seed 5. So that's good.
Yeah. Oh, trading. Not there in time. Do we hit the MLG?
No,
No.
so close. So close.
GG. How many completions do we have? A lot of 0 chokes from the whole lobby, actually. Only 20 completions, and it's been 3 minutes, Nerdy, since Anko Boy finished.
Wow.
And we only have 20 completions. And these are, the first 3 seeds, we have the most amount of possible people playing. So you'd think that these seeds would, finish faster than the other seeds, later in the event, presumably. But taking a lot of
I mean,
time.
I think it's just the zeros. The zero is difficult, and I think there's a
Yeah.
lot of pressure on the seed with the looting 3. People want to play faster. Feel
I mean, it's seed
see
1,
fast
2 again. Like if you're Pacific, it's what, 9 a.m. Nerdy, right? Like time zones. If you're
brutal,
like,
brutal,
I don't,
brutal.
what time is it
Yeah.
for Manji? Like 1 a.m. I mean, I don't know what that dude's sleep schedule is like, but I mean, not a great time zone for like everyone, obviously. And then again, it's the first seed of Midseason Showdown. Some of these players here have never played in a playoffs before. Even if you have played in the playoffs, it's been 2 to 3 months, right? Like this is the first big rank tournament in a while, so it could be a lot of nerves from a lot of players as well. Like you're playing against the best of the best, and maybe some people just need that first seed to shake off those nerves, get into the flow. But let's see the leaderboard. Let's see who got the points. Surely
In just a moment.
we'll get there. Tech issues across the world today. Bang, there we go.
Wow, fantastic stuff.
I think
And yeah,
that's
Angle Boy with that
Aquacord
first
in
place.
second. Maybe just didn't fill out the form, or we don't have the name there. I think Aquacord's in second. And I think that's Jacko in 11th. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's Jacko Wacko in 11th. But yeah, I mean, Doog in 10th. Doesn't look like Silver getting any points in the top 20 here, but Anko Boy winning the seed. He's currently 3rd on the ranked leaderboard. So pretty impressive performance. Manji not getting any points. We saw that 0 choke, unfortunately. But again, it's 1 seed out of 10, Nerdy. We see a lot of shakeup on this leaderboard throughout the whole event. But starting off with a good showing of the first seed is obviously ideal. Automat in 6th.
Yeah, I mean, lots of familiar names, of course, to see here, and some new ones
Oh,
as
there we
well.
go. Updated. Beautiful.
I mean, I'm excited to see where we go from here. I mean, very very strong first seed. I will say the future seeds have a lot to, uh, you know, they have big shoes to fill after a looting 3 seed.
Yeah, and
Very
a
rare.
lot of it too, we'll get the storylines sort of developing more as the seeds go on, right? Like, is Anko Boy going to get a top 5 placement in this next seed? Is Aquacore going to get another top 5 placement? Like, are we going to see someone start to pull away from the rest of the pack? 40, 60, 80 points, maybe 10, 20 above second place. We just got to play more Minecraft to get there. And I'm ready for seed 2. Whenever the lobby is. Surely there's more variation in the overworld though, right? Like everyone, like we could have had one camera angle for that whole overworld and it would have been the same thing. Surely we get like a devious ocean seed where we see people boating off in all the different directions and some of the ants lose the colony. Surely we get a devious village seed and we see people enter like 5 different lava pools. That's what I'm
Oh
looking
man,
for.
yeah, I wish the outpost was closer and there wasn't a looting 3 sword. That people might get
Dude, even
tempted.
if
I
the
don't know.
outpost was on spawn, it's not worth to go up the chest is so
For the
bad.
wood,
It's so
it has wood and food. Oh, it'd be so cool.
It's
It's not. I'm
so
not.
bad.
But you're saying bad. But I'm saying if it was good, it would be cool. Like that's the difference. If you get like a jungle temple overworld, it's like cool. Even if it's not good on average.
It is cool. I don't necessarily think it's good, but
Yeah, it probably is
cool.
objectively wrong to go for. But I'm just saying, like it could have been a good moment. It could have been a good moment.
Yeah.
It can have 3 iron. There you go. Exactly. See? Chat knows.
I mean, yeah, I don't even know. Let's see. Minecraft output. Like, I don't even know how much average wood there is in an outpost. Like logs in the chest. Average per
Sure, it's a
chest,
lot.
5 logs.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Dude, if you have any axe, like you have to run up all those stairs. It's just slower. On
How would
average,
you have
you
an
get
axe?
on average you get 1 bread worth of wheat. You get 3 carrots and 2.5 potatoes. I mean, the 3 carrots
Listen,
are pretty good.
3 carrots is pretty good. That's pretty good. That's all I'm saying.
But also, nerdy, the downside to the pillager outpost, not only do you have to go up the stairs and then back down the stairs, there's
Okay.
pillagers. There's
Well,
pillagers in the outpost. I think is the main thing we've been glossing
well,
over.
listen, we don't need to talk about that. We don't
I
that's
think
a
the
detail
pillagers, I think
that's
that's
not a
the big
relevant detail.
problem.
That's not a relevant detail.
I think that is a massive problem.
I'm
True, you
still
could
hoping
vine touch.
it is impressive that no one got baited. I probably would have gotten baited by that, to be honest. I saw the pillager outpost. I go for that, you know? Um,
Even after you open the room portal and there's looting 3, you still go?
yeah, that might change my mind because then you just kill the pigs, but I don't know.
Hey, you would love ESI, man. I remember the ESI pillager outpost seeds. Those are fun.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it though, I think I never actually liked those. Like, I never actually liked these seeds. It would be cool, like theoretically. The pillagers are so annoying. I kind of forgot about that.
What do you? Where's this campaign coming from? You just don't like it at all.
Yeah,
You
I
just want
mean,
to see some. You just want to see some variety.
well, yeah. I like the cool seeds. They're cool. But that to be fair, that seed was pretty cool. You got triple, and the looting 3. There's like a sort of we have a little bit of a repeating theme here of threes, you know.
Just on that first seed, that is true though. And it was an SSV Ford as well. A lot of runners probably didn't even have to hit a spawner, even though it was close. Like we did see it on Ankle Boy's screen. It was 6 for 2 rates. So if you had any strays at all, you'd be good. Looks like we're trying to reset up the room though. I think we were messing with some of the ranked server settings. And we should be good to go in a second. Bang,
Here we are.
here we go.
Going right back into this. Mustard wondering if he can get elo from this. I don't think so.
How would it even work? Like if you won the lobby, would you get like 100 elo or something?
That'd be awesome. Yeah, it's like a collective.
You get dead last in the lobby, you lose 400 elo.
That would
Instantly
be
promoted
awesome.
like a full rank. You're in Netherite, you just go down to Diamond. Diamond, you go down to Emerald. You tilt
would be
FF5
awesome.
of these lobbies and you're in coal. It's just GG.
That would be brutal.
Temple,
Here we
please.
go. There's a
Please.
rune portal in the distance. I assume.
Where are they going?
There's something else. Oh, there's a village.
No. I was in a Plains village nonetheless. Oh my goodness.
And fantastic stuff here. Everyone's just gonna go right for the same thing here. That beautiful blacksmith.
Except for the one
Some
person in the
people,
bottom middle of our screen looking around for a lava pool, maybe. They're making their
yeah,
way to the blacksmith though.
you never know. You never know.
Is it
Looks like some
Parker?
people-
I think it's
Yeah.
Parker.
Oh no! What happened?
Oh, I think he fell in a cave, maybe. There's no like depth when we're watching. I think he was in a cave. It looked like he was doing parkour on like invisible terrain, but I guess it makes sense if he was under in a cave. That's okay. Lava pool on the right. Lava pool also behind the village. Gravel pretty accessible in this like gulf inlet, whatever you want to call it, on the left there. I think that's a gulf where the water on the left. I think I'd call it a gulf. Some food as well. And they all spread out. V-Strid on the far left house, all the way over there. Couple people heading to the hotel. A lot of people heading to this house in the middle right. One of the, probably an S-tier Plains village house. Has 1 bed, has the food chest as well. Pretty S-tier house.
No, the blacksmith. Come on.
I was just about to say, I think now I'm thinking about the blacksmith. That has to be the only S-tier. Like,
yeah.
I guess blacksmith and toolsmith, I'd say, are both S-tier. I'd put toolsmith in S-tier, even though it can't have obsidian. I think Toolsmith is like
Still can give you,
more
yeah.
consistent on the iron tools. Um, and I'd put a lot of other things in A tier. Bucket House, A tier. Food Chest House is
That
A
is fair.
tier. That small house in the middle right of our view right now, that's also A tier. It's perfect for TNT. Shorter, so you get all the wood more condensed. And there's also logs in the like top ring there. Sorry.
Look at this though. We have 2 different lava pools that people are spreading out to. One, it looks like most people are going back to the
Yeah,
starting
left and
place, but
right.
actually, I like this one on the left. It
I mean, the
looks just
left one is
personal.
just closer, but the right one is visible right at spawn. Like it was right where they spawned in, right? So a lot of people might just be thinking, hey, I saw this lava pool, and then they kind of just turn that part of their brain off, thinking about what exactly we're doing, right? Like how we're getting in the nether. Maybe they start thinking about how much iron they have, how many blocks they're getting, and you might not be able to mentally pivot to the other lava pool, or maybe obviously they just didn't see it, or it didn't load in on their instance, whatever it may be. But some variation there. And we're at a bridge chalice. Mustard, Ankle Boy, Beef Salad, Ral, probably dozens of other runners all mining the chalice right now.
And getting the gold pick and gold helmet. Or no gold pick, just gold helmet. As we now move on through the bridge route. Let's see what route we've got here. I didn't actually catch. Was it a right side triple?
I don't know if they saw, obviously, when they're building up. Ral looks like he is sending Crack Smoker out here. Gets hit down. He's still going to force this upper trading here, but the Piglins have some terrain, so it's fine. Looks like Beef Salad's doing DK. It's a double triple, so not much you can do wrong with the routes in the long term, right? Like it's not like you can go to the single on accident. But this is fine. Beef Salad doing his own variation of left triple. I haven't looked into it too much, but he's got a different trading hole there, which could be nice. A little bit of an auto funnel trading next to the single chest here, the top right of our screen. Mustard trading next to the lodestone chest. Ankle Boy trading in the pre-dugout hole. Ral's in the different triple entirely. Probably even more runners doing different things all across the bridge bastion, but the end goal is the same. Get as many pigs in the hole as possible, get those trades done, and get to the fort.
And I don't think we saw. Did we see the fort? It looks like the runners. It looks like
No,
Ral
I
might
mean,
have seen the
Rao's
fort.
sending a pearl hang. Must have
Maybe you
seen
just saw
it,
the pie
I
chart.
guess, heading in. Yeah, or just pied for it as well. Which honestly is a little bit bad for Ral and anybody who chose this right triple, because that pearl hang was out of the left triple. So look at this. Beef Salad, Ankle Boy already leaving. Ral had to waste a little bit of time bouncing that pearl hang back and forth. Maybe something that, obviously if you have to pie in the bastion, you can't really pre-plan that out. You can't really think about exactly where you need to go right away. But where is this fort? Looks like Beef Salad finds it, but Ral had to pyrate twice and is losing a lot of time, at least a Beef Salad on this terrain, but it looks like he finally finds it. Could be a big decision-making point in this seed for a lot of runners. I thought he did with the Beret, but I guess he didn't. I mean, he's going the right way. He found open terrain. Sees it now. Yeah, this is a totally different part from where Beef Salad entered. Beef Salad's in the bad part of the fort. Ral's in the good part. So maybe Ral's taking better terrain here. Fortress is always so unclear.
I mean, the difficulty of finding this fortress could lead to maybe some different strongholds if they go to different spawners. I don't know. Maybe I'm hoping for more variation than we see.
I mean,
definitely
very,
possible.
very true. And also, I mean, entering and leaving the fort in different spots, or entering the fort in a different spot could cause you to leave it from a different spot as well. If you sort of know about terrain that your opponent doesn't, you can make a better decision based on that. But it looks like the spawner here, at least from Beef Salad, super open. Ral is at a different spawner though. Ankle Boy. It looks like Ankle Boy's at a third spawner. I think it's the one that Ral's at, and he just has to blaze bet it out. We'll see. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's this buried, sort of warped ravine spawner here. Do get this spawner as well. A lot of glowstone on the spawner.
4 rods here for Beef Salad, though, is very impressive. As we see Ral on, I believe, 3 rods. So not okay. Well, I think he was on 1 when I started that sentence. So definitely some good rates.
Yeah, I mean, the Beef Salad spawner is very nice, though, because it's extremely open like when you're playing these in closed spawners, yes, you can blaze bed, but you're not getting the full 9x9 area out with that blaze bed. There's some fire on the walls. There's some netherrack that barely sticks in. Maybe you'll get a 3 spawn instead of a 4 spawn. But when you're playing beef salad spawner here, it's fully open. You basically can never lose a blaze spawn that you're supposed to get. There's just no possible way that any of the blocks are covered. But he's got 7 rods and more blazes on the way as well. So I don't know if the rates matter that much here.
Robbing to throw another eye here. The leaves got in the way of the first. Beef salad measuring as
800
well.
for beef salad. Yeah, I can't read Nural's ninbot necessarily, but it is 3 digits, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. But it looks like beef salad's leaving out this open terrain here, so pretty good all things considered. And it might just be
Lots
right
of wither
here.
skeletons chasing him. Scary stuff. But he
Beef
does find the
salad's on
course
course right here on the text room, but it doesn't look like he's first in the stronghold. It looks like that goes to Jay actually reading chat there.
Wow.
Jay first in the stronghold. Creeper on the screen.
Oh my goodness. That was some scary stuff.
But there's
Jay
no
trying to find-
insta-nav, right? So beef salad looks like he's got a good spike here on the right. That's a
Ooh,
great
yeah.
spike. Is it actually right here? Oh my goodness. Still has the spike this way. But it's not going. Stronghold is not going. Budgie doesn't find it. 7-6. Finds it.
Wow.
Top right of our
That's
screen.
6 might be our first
Runner
enter
I've
end.
personally never heard of, but looks like, yeah, they're in the end first. A lot of explosives to 0 as well. Easier tower than last time. Back 84? 85? I'm too stupid.
See if they can hit it.
Can we get to 95 here?
Jay now entering the end as well.
And we're at
Beef salad
95.
as well entering.
Doesn't fly.
Ooh.
And this is a 0 that, you know, no one in the top 100 should choke with any level of consistency at all. So
Surely.
gonna come down to, if you're entering the end first, you just should get that first completion. I mean, there's obviously a little bit of variance with how many explosives you're using, how many cycles of the dragon you're actually killing it in, but a lot different to the front 100 that we saw last seed, where a lot of people were choking that 0. This should be basically free for everybody here. I mean, let's put it this way. If you want to win Midseason Showdown,
there.
this is a 0 that has to be free for you. You cannot be messing this up because nobody else will be messing it up. The people that are winning
No,
will not be messing it up.
that's fair. Yeah, that's
So even if you do choke it, can't happen today, can't happen on the stage.
Oh no, 7-6. Able to.
No, Emil gets it off.
Here,
And Gray dies
Okay.
and chokes the 0. And that's going to be a 0-point seed. Because again, I mean, let's look at the chat. Obviously, look at the completions as they flood in, expecting the seed to go a lot faster than the last one in terms of how fast we're getting these 24 completions in. V-Street building up. Retro hits the 0. Hyphen doesn't kill it with the last anchor. Has to get a weird bet off here in the bottom right. Gets it off, though. Do we get the bow clutch? We do. Beautiful. Duke setting up to 0. V-Street zeroing right now as well. I think Duke was having some PC
Yeah.
issues also, as what people in chat were
Surely-
saying earlier.
That's
I
a
think
bad
his stream crashed earlier. I think is what people said.
Oh, second, we get
Um,
another frame here for Duke. Nice. I wonder what the next frame's gonna be.
It's okay. We're doing our best.
And
Emerald with a
got-
finish 0. Yay!
an emerald. All these people that keep in mind, all these people get to stay at least until seed 5 if you see a name in chat.
Yeah, but
So
look how
that's-
fast these completions are pouring in, and the seed's over already. Took a
Okay.
minute and a half from our first to our last completion. Last seed was over 3 minutes. So just, you know, the difficulty of that 0 being a lot easier just gives a crazy amount of consistency to the finishes. And if you make any mistake in a seed like that, your points are gone. Can't make up from, you know, maybe not finding the fort right away, or falling on the way to the bastion, or having a hunger reset in the portal room because you didn't manage your food well enough, whatever it is. Much faster, much more mechanically focused seed. And let's look at the leaderboard when we have that all calculated out on the back end. Do we have any storylines starting to emerge? I don't think we saw Ankle Boy. Yeah, only 4 points on that seed. Looks like it's Jay already with almost a 10-point lead over second place.
Wow.
The only
impressive
runner
stuff.
to have 2 consistent top 5 placements 2 consistent top 10 placements even.
I will say, it is interesting. Yeah, look at 7-6 there though, 20 points. So the previous round didn't get any points. This round gets 1, and then all of a sudden, you're in the top 11, right? So that shows how even if you don't have even if you get 0 points on the first seed, those wins are just so valuable that you can bounce right up into the into the running.
Yeah, and I mean, in the same vein, look, Aquacourt's 0 points still on 19, Blazemoine 0 points still on 18, all those runners on the right as well. Jacko 2 points on 14, Ankle Boy 4. Like, it's so hard to be so consistent with the way that the game has been evolving the last couple of years. That just the amount of practice that you can get in through rank, through MPK, through all the practice maps that we have now, the amount of time that everyone's been putting into it. So many runners are so good now. It feels like, I swear, I was helping Zalanox with collecting stats and like formatting it in a spreadsheet for sub 7 ranked runs, just to look at like the distribution of how the splits work out. And I think there were like 13 or 14 runs. And I swear the last 3 days on my YouTube recommended, when I wake up every day, there's a new person with a new sub 7 ranked run in my YouTube feed. Like, people are getting so good nowadays that it's just getting harder and harder to keep the consistency up throughout multiple seeds back to back. And Jay's the only person that has done that so far. But again, it's only been 2 seeds. If Jay gets 0 points, he's not going to be winning after seed 3. I can almost guarantee you that. So
yeah, I mean, it's exciting stuff to see, players get more and more consistent over the years. But regardless,
yeah, can you believe it's been 2 years?
That
2
is
years
crazy.
for ranked.
That is crazy. Yeah, that's
almost
awesome.
2.5.
That's fantastic.
Very, very exciting. And yeah, we are getting into seed 3 once we load into the lobby in a second. And seed 3, if you have 0 points after seed 3, you will be eliminated. So presumably, I don't have an exact number, but it's probably a lot of runners on the chopping block in that sense. Having 0 points, just not, if you don't get in the top 24 in the first 3 seeds, you're out of the running. But it's almost like you'd be almost like sort of mathematically, not like truly eliminated. Like, if you lose 3 seeds and then you win out all 7, like, you probably win with 140 points. But to be able to do that is almost impossible. Like, Hacks is the only person that's even gotten close.
I mean, that was fantastic though. That was so cool.
Yeah.
To see Hacks.
And the reason that we do eliminate players is because if we let everybody play all the time, if you had 0 points and like you couldn't win but you could still play, you could just you could leave on 10, you could leave on 8, you could blind and just try to win the seed. And if there's enough people like trolling, right, and just playing for those crazy variance plays, it could mess up the overall leaderboard, the overall pace for the runners. But it looks like we're gonna get into the next seed in just a second.
Fantastic stuff.
Again, I think there's tech issues today across the board. Hacks blue screening, Duke stream not working. I had to reinstall Windows today. I think there's problems with the ranked server. I think we might be having to remake the room every time or something, but here we go.
We're back.
And I think I read it was a room portal seed. The runners do get that information as they would in playoffs. Or is it a village seed? Or is it both? It's both. Village and room portal. This will be very exciting stuff. Another A tier village house, the double bed food chest house. I like this one too.
You put it A tier? I don't know if that gets A tier for me.
Well, it's just like, I don't know. Like, I feel like every house that has a food chest just has to be like A tier. Like, leather worker house is B tier. Because you open that chest and half the time it's like leather pants. Like, okay, whatever. It doesn't even have a bed. Like, maybe that's even C tier. You know what I mean? And like,
see,
I'm what would be an F tier house? Like Plains Toolsmith, that's F tier. No chest. Who cares about smithing table? It's like a weird like L-shaped fucking 2x2 house, like disgusting. I don't know. But I guess are you thinking when I say house, like just houses that have a bed? When I say house,
I'm thinking any like structure is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so I would say this double bed food chest house is definitely still A tier.
I feel like I put bucket house A tier. I mean, it's. I guess maybe it's A tier. It's close. I feel like I put the hotel in A tier. That's what I would put in A tier.
So your A tier is a little bit more exclusive, I think.
Yeah, it's a little more exclusive. Yeah.
Okay.
I would agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we just have different brackets for our tier, and that's okay. What would you say is F tier? Oh, where would you put the crop field? What tier is the
I
crop
mean,
field in?
you can
Just
you
the
can get some. You can
crops.
get some carrots. You can get some carrots.
What
You
tier
know,
is the what tier are the crops in? All right, we're looking
I
like
think
B
they're like
tier, C
I think they're
tier.
like C tier, maybe B tier, something like that. I think the well is probably F tier. That's my F tier structure.
Really?
What else is gonna what
The
do you
well
get? You
is
want a
better
water
than the
bucket?
toolsmith house. Hell yeah, water bucket.
Okay, I mean, I guess.
Do you
I guess
understand
that's
how
true.
important water bucket is?
It is important, but there's so many sources of water. It's like you want a wood block. Okay, like I don't know.
Yeah, but
It's
toolsmith
not,
house, like there's so many sources of tree. Like, I don't know. I'd say
fair,
well
fair.
is like D tier. It also has the bell.
That
Important
is
to think
true.
about.
That is true. You can throw it at some piglins. That looks like Jacko might wish he had right now. Actually, fair. You know.
You can distract piglins with a bell. That is true.
Yeah.
Interesting thing to note about this seed. Every room portal in ranked gives you enough iron to enter, whether that be if it's just completable with obsidian and then you just have, a couple extra iron on your way to a pickaxe, or whether it be a seed like this where there's lava pool room portal and you need to make a bucket. But it doesn't guarantee the iron pickaxe. And so I've seen already on my screen a couple runners needing to get iron from the bastion chests, which is always guaranteed, again, due to the rank filter. But in a bastion like treasure, right, when you have to go all the way up the ramparts to get the gold, whereas you usually start the route, in the middle of the bridge part on those 2 gold blocks, it's a lot of time loss where potentially people that killed the golem in the overworld could have been, saving that time, even though obviously you're losing time to having to kill the golem in the overworld as opposed to just entering with the bucket. Ends up saving you that time back as you have the iron pick going into the bastion route. It's so hard to tell whether which one truly was the right player or not on this seed, just because we are watching 70 people play, and it's just there's so many minor things like in how many pigs you have, or like how fast you mined the gold, or how fast you got to the bastion with the train nav in the first place. So I don't really know exactly what was faster, but interesting decisions that had to be made in this overworld and nether so far compared to the first 2 seeds.
And we do have 17 obsidian there for Jacko, so definitely looks like 20 obby should be coming shortly. Oh, but
Only
maybe
17
not,
though. It's
though.
interesting, and I think we could just play home portal.
Looks like that's
I don't
what
know
Jacko's
exactly
choosing to do.
where. Yeah, I don't know exactly where the fort is. I don't know if we saw the fort again. Treasure bastion. Yeah, there's the fort. Visible home portal.
It's just right there. So I think going for the home portal is correct.
Ra's on the fort already. So is Sad Kepi.
Yeah, maybe people just committing a little earlier.
Hacks on the fort as well. Yeah, I think it's going to be hard for anyone to get 20 in this situation. I mean, we don't really know exactly what the inventories of all these other runners are looking like. I mean, notably, they don't have pearls hung, but also home portal is just right there. So it's not that big of a deal to not hang a pearl to home portal. I don't know if these runners have 20 or not.
Oh, wow, and look at that. Pretty much everyone on the same spawner.
No, there's 2 people on the. Look at the people on the left.
That is true. There are some people that are just like.
Where are they going?
Doing a side quest. They're just doing a side quest real quick.
There has to be another spawner. Look at the far left. Like I see Beef Salad over there. I see Angle Boy going over there. There has to be another spawner. And I will say, playing 2 spawners is generally just always better than playing 1, right? Like you pearl onto this spawner, get the spawns, insta pearl on the other spawner. You have village food, so you can kind of throw those pearls. It's a great play. The only downside on a seed like this is that second spawner is taking you farther away from your home portal. So you have to be a little more involved, potentially pearl hanging back, setting that up. I saw someone in a green skin just fall off the fort. Did anyone else see that?
Too. I saw that too.
I think somebody fell. See someone just eat shit. I think it was Eric, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was
so funny. Get the eye, dude.
Good.
Nice. 10 rods. And he has 20. This is a blind, notably, as well. So Jacko must have done something wrong in the bastion. Or Duke has 11 obby in his 7th slot. So it has 20.
Let's see
And
here.
it's heading to Chords
Dude,
with the
wearing
beautiful
the new cape. Yeah.
Minecraft movie cape. Exactly. I was just thinking that. Beautiful Minecraft movie cape. Heading to Chords. But look at this. Ral digging down on Chords as well. Sad Cuppy heading to Chords. Looks like Duke's a little ahead though. Is Duke on right Chords? I think they're both at 100. Okay. Duke dug a little lower though. Ral hits starter even without. And I think he's first into the stronghold, as far as we know. It's a good spike to the left though. Library.
Oh,
Gets a
maybe
better
a
spike
spike
on the
there for
left over
Duke.
there. Is it under? There it is. Wow.
Ral
That's
does
nice
manage to
snap
find
from
it, though.
Ral committing lower there. Is Duke going to end up committing to the staircase? No, he's turning around. We know it's down left there.
Yep.
And that's big for Ral enjoyers. First into the end here. But it looks to be a tough 0. Maybe 57 pearl clip right there. A lot of explosives. Could even maybe ground 0, but I don't think we have the iron bars for it. Going to be on half hard after this pearl. Do we go to 90? Yes, we go to 90. Because the dragon's on 95 right now. Have the food. And it doesn't fly. Beautiful 0 from Ral. Should be very easy to close this out, especially with a bow here. But this is, again, another hard 0 like we saw in the first seed. This is a pearl clip and a back tower. So not only do you need good pearls to get up here, but as we saw, Ral was on 1 heart after hitting that 3rd pearl. So if you're entering the end with not 10 hearts, or you mess up the pearl clip, take a little bit of suffocation, mess up a pearl, take some fall damage, could lose you that 0 and could lose you all the points on the seed.
There's 20 points there for Ral. Beautiful stuff. As now we have Duke and Retro zeroing as well.
Yeah, NHB is sending the 0, and that was notably a single pearl clip instead of a double. So we'll see if they can get to 91. But look at this. They're only throwing 2 pearls here instead of 3. That's a low pearl. Should still be fine to get to 91 here. Yep, with enough time. Oh, misses the anchor. But it's still good. So not as tight of a timing as I thought originally. Was still able to get there even with only throwing 2 pearls and a little bit of scuffness on the build. But he does get there. And it's a clean 5 explosive. And that's going to get him a top 5 placement on the seed.
Yeah, Ral, I mean, getting a 30-second gap on 2nd place is very impressive.
I mean, even a big gap on like 3rd. Like we're not seeing these completions flood in like we were with the last seed, right? Like only 4 people completed so far. Danny sending the 0. And we're seeing a lot of people, at least we were for a bit, on the sidebar just waiting for a perch. Not a free 0 by any means. All it takes is 1 failed pearl clip. Danny with a very clean 3 explosive, or 3 rotation. Never mind. Dragon wasn't dead. It's the little nameplate. the boy, I thought he killed it. Jonah hits the 0. Manji hits the 0. V-Strid hits the 0. Once you're at the tower, not super difficult, not a side setup, not a weird offset setup, but the difficulty in the 0 does come from getting to the tower itself. As we see a lot of people on our screens here waiting for that perch. And now the completions are flowing in. Like now, look at this. There's 20 completions already. So Ral gapped 2nd place by, like you said, 30 seconds, but the seed's already almost over. Just within the last minute. Yeah, and that's it. 24. And we're done.
Ral gets the sub 8. The only sub 8 in the lobby. And more than a 30-second gap over 2nd place is just very impressive stuff.
Yeah. Only sub 8 so far today. Ankle Boy almost got a sub 8 on the first room portal seed, but wasn't able to close it out. And now, Nerdy, we're done with seed 3.
Yeah, we have some eliminations to do. Unfortunately.
Everybody with 0 points after the first 3 seeds is eliminated. Granted, I think they would be eliminated eventually anyways, or are kind of, out of the top 4 contention, as our top 4 does already have almost 40 points each. And Ral pulls ahead, but Jay's still up there, only getting 4 points. Doog getting up to 3rd place after a little bit of a relatively slow start from him. But yeah, look at this. So many people still. Look at like the entire right side of the leaderboard. Almost 6 people in a row getting 0 points.
Wow.
And still in the top 20.
That's crazy, actually. Yeah, 7 out of 10 people on the. Oh no, that's an 8. Never mind. 6 out of 10 people getting 0
Getting
points.
0. And look at that. NHB getting the first points. 18 gets there. Hacks getting the first points of the day. And those points are very important because they had 0 before the seed. You know?
Yep.
So if they didn't get points on the seed, they choked the 0, died in the Bastion, died in the 4, whatever, they would have been out. So getting those points, very crucial. Can we throw it over to the second page of the standings? Oh my goodness, we can.
Beautiful stuff here.
And yeah, look, Okra's Edge getting 14 points, barely sticking with it. Silver getting his first points of the day, someone we've seen do very well, obviously, in a lot of playoffs. Manji getting his first points of the day as well. Nahan first points of the day. Balloons and Tutor World, all these players barely getting those points on the 3rd seed, and they're still in it. They have a lot of work to do, Nerdy. All these players at least 20 points, even 30 points away from the top 4, but that's only 1 or 2 good seeds. You build that consistency. Maybe you just need that warm up, right? It's 9 a.m. for Silver, 3, 4 a.m. for Manji, right? Like, you need to sort of get into that rhythm. But do we have page 3?
Parker also staying alive from the C2, I think. So that's exciting stuff.
Is there a page 3 for the standings? Probably not. There'd probably only be like 1 or 2 people bad. I'm curious to see. And I think we don't have a page 3 because it probably would have happened by now. That's okay.
We'll have to see how many eliminations there were. I'm curious about that. Because that will impact, of course, how many people get eliminated from seed 5, where it's the bottom 50% of people get eliminated from seed 5. So we'll have to see what rank you have.
It looks like we have 46 total people. 2 people are tied at 45th with 1 point. So we have 46 total people. So we're going to play 2 more seeds, and then we'll be down to the top 23. But it's exciting stuff. I mean, no one's really pulled away with it. Jay had a pretty sizable lead going into seed 2, but only got 4 points on this last seed. Again, it's so hard to have consistency in the game today. So many people so good. Any decision that you make, if it ends up being wrong, you're losing 10, 20 placements over everybody else on the seed who made the right decision. Just that the skill ceiling so high, so many runners pushing that skill ceiling more and more as we keep progressing through the seasons. Like, we're already on season 7. And we're back then, like, watching season 1, like, we thought that was like top tier Minecraft gameplay. And if you take anybody back from season 1, they're getting smoked. They're getting smoked by everybody who's playing in the LCQ right now. Not even just getting smoked if you put them in the bracket. Like, season 1 Silver winning playoffs, smoked in this LCQ. Like, the level of play so high nowadays.
True. It is very impressive. I love seeing new names too still pop up though, names that we haven't seen win seeds and stuff. That's very exciting.
Yeah. And I mean, we'll see if that continues throughout the next few seeds. Still have 7 seeds to go. And I think we have to rebuild the private room, and then we will get back into it whenever we're ready. Okay, what's in your F tier then for the villages? What's in the F tier? Let's just think about. Let's just think. I'm not over this. I cannot believe you said it well as F tier. What Plains Village only? Every major structure that can spawn out of Plains Village. So not like a pathway or like a lamp post or like flower pot patch. Major structure in the village. What's your F tier? And what's your S tier? What's your F tier? What's your S tier? Just Plains.
I feel like
is Blacksmith your only S tier in the Plains Village?
Yes.
That's very valid. I'm just like curious. Yeah.
It's better than everything else by significant. Like, there's nothing even close to that. I feel like Blast Furnace House being F tier might be a good shout. But there is tech with that. Back in the day, people would sometimes grab that and then use it to smelt iron.
So cope, like, dude, I feel like the Blast Furnace House is on a different. It's on a different tier of shit compared to Toolsmith House, bro. Like, what is Toolsmith House doing?
I'm trying to think.
Toolsmith
House.
So bad. Can you picture?
I feel like
it in
I don't
your head?
even. Okay. Here's my logic. I don't even know Toolsmith House, so I think that's got to be F tier, right? I feel like that's got to be F tier.
It looks like an L. Like, it literally looks like the L Tetris piece. Like, it's a 2-block hallway, and then it like insta curves, and it's got like one wood plank and then one smithing table on the like floor in the back. It's so stupid because not only is the house useless, it fully grabs a villager's pathfinding and traps them in the house for eternity. Like, it's so annoying to break the workstations. Like, the Cauldron Leatherworker house is really annoying, but like, you can get to the workstations easier. I guess there's 4 cauldrons, but like, there's no redeeming qualities about the smithing table. You can't blow it up with TNT anywhere and have it be useful at all. It's just terrible. It's just so terrible.
What about like the ones with the horses in them, the stables or whatever?
Like the houses that have the horses on the side, or you mean just the pens with the horses and like a tree?
Either.
I think there's some merit to that. I think the house is better because I'm pretty sure that house, that like shepherd house or whatever it's called, is like has water in it, and there's a couple. I don't know if the food's guaranteed in the penthouse. Raul's saying it's guaranteed. I trust Raul. Raul has like Plains Village houses memorized. Like, he could build like probably the whole village from memory, dead ass, or at least half the houses. Like, it's crazy. But like just the pen with the animals outside, like no house, is probably
that's what I'm
like
that's what I'm thinking.
Because I don't think there's guaranteed food there. I think that's like F tier.
And also, hold on. Are we considering AA, or are we just talking about?
I'm just talking Minecraft, bro. I'm just talking Minecraft.
I mean, if we're talking about any percent, I feel like, well, some crazy. Wouldn't the church be like F tier? It's got the
Yeah, no, church. I think church will be F tier. I think both churches will be F tier. Yeah. Both churches I think would definitely be F tier as well. There's no TNT value. They just grab your attention. Now, if we're talking Minecraft in general, it's weird because those houses are S tier if you're talking on 115.
True.
1.7 S tier. But you're talking 116 F tier, so maybe you got to balance it out and put them in like D. I don't know. Because even in AA, the churches are like terrible. Because they grab your pie chart if there's an igloo. Midseason Showdown, we're back. Seed 4.
Welcome back.
I can talk about villages all day. What is the seed type? Room portal? Shipwreck? Oh my goodness. Shipwreck. Room portal. Shipwreck.
Wow.
I didn't even know. I didn't even look. That's just that innate skill. You can't teach that. No class, no textbook will tell you. That's all in the fucking mental right there. Everywhere. There's like 6 iron worth of nuggets in that room portal also. But I don't think there's a light. Maybe there was a flame or something. But there we go.
Wow, lots of iron. So that's some good stuff there immediately.
What's the food like? Oh my god, we have to like get in the chest.
Can this
work?
Work?
Maybe we can't. Maybe the people are in the way.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's okay.
Regardless, a very solid amount of loot from this seed immediately. I wonder where the enter is going to be, though. That's going to be.
3 decisions are interesting too. There's a couple people far left here on these trees that it's a smaller hill to get up, but maybe a little bit more spread out on the trees. I would maybe go left here. It's weird though, because like if you're looting the shipwreck first and then you're going back to the room portal, like you're kind of already on the right. Well, I guess from this POV, it's like the left side now. I don't know. It's weird. Like these trees are definitely farther and worse, but I don't know. Got somebody already out in the water. People already out in the water. Where's the enter? We're diving already. Okay, we can't miss it. No way. No one. There's no. If anyone gets lost, there's no way. There's no way.
Take it back. Yeah, there's no. I didn't see it at first. I didn't see it. Okay, I didn't.
There's just no way anyone gets lost, right? Like it's impossible.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, so far everyone. It's kind of like it feels like a magnet, or like a. It feels like a black hole.
You had to have just like seen this. You had to have seen this from the shipwreck as well. Like no one. It's impossible to get lost, right? It just has to be impossible. I think this is everybody. There's one person at the food chest still. Okay, nobody got lost. We did it. And Ocean Seed, everybody found the same ravine. We did it. And we're in the nether.
Fantastic stuff.
Stables.
Triple,
Fortress.
triple. Oh my
Triple
God.
again. Oh my goodness. What a seed.
What a beautiful seed here. You see.
Welcome to the Bastion. What would you put the odds on that? If I said, I will bet you $100 that line is said in the Minecraft movie by some actor, word for word. Welcome to the Bastion. Do you think that's a 50-50? Do you think the odds are worse?
50-50?
Welcome to the
No.
Bastion in the Minecraft movie.
Why
There's
would
gotta
they
be
say
a
that?
Bastion, bro. There's like some baddie piglins there. Not in that way. Oh, that was a bad word to use. There's some like fucking the bad guys.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fiber guiding himself. So that's why you've played RSG this long. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Relax.
I didn't know that was your motivation, but okay, fair enough. You know,
It's just like it's the right word, but like I just there's no cope. I think
we all get the drawn to speedrunning for different reasons. It's okay, Fiber.
I don't think there's cope.
That's crazy.
Oh my god! Wait, it looked. My new PC camera issues. Camera issues.
Well, okay. Am I gonna be in both? Okay. Well, anyways, say hello to the Star Destroyer chat as I. Oh, he's back.
No, I'm trolling. No, the bit was like too late though. If I ripped the bit right away, unfortunately, I was too flabbergasted at the words that I said. It's okay though. We get like nerdy fridge or nerdy Lego cam or whatever.
Yeah, nerdy Lego cam. It's beautiful.
Triple.
But anyways, the triple is looking good. Silver already on 20 obby, 13 pearls, 25 string. It's beautiful stuff.
2 extra gold blocks here. He's got 4 gold blocks, it looks like, just from the chests of the triple, which is crazy. So at least 16 full gold blocks worth of trades, like basically equivalent to a bridge bastion here. Bed, blaze bed, pre-crafted. We have 10 bread, it looks like, from the shipwreck, and then also the 2 gaps in the room portal. Like, this is just perfect gear, and we're out towards the fort already. Silver maybe first in the fort here. Ankle Boy actually looks like he's first.
I think
and Ankle Boy already at the spawner.
Unless I misread it.
Oh, in chat, sure. I wasn't.
I think so. But all these different languages are confusing me. I can't read.
Silver's gonna be on half a heart here. Scary. Not eating a gap yet. Not terrible though. Can eat gaps on the way to the stronghold. But this is notably different spawner than what Ankle Boy's at. A lot farther away, it seems like, as well. Like, this is a really long hallway that Silver's found himself down. Like a long open stretch of the fort. So maybe different strongholds, maybe obviously different terrain to the same stronghold, if it's even possible. But Silver needs these points. Got his first points of the day in Seed 3, not even on the top 20. And you need to be top 23 after Seed 5 to make it. And you need to be top 10 at the end of the day to get any phase points out of this whole ordeal. That is what these players are playing for. How many explosives we have? That's 10 beds worth of wool as well. No iron for the ground zero, though. That doesn't seem, that's like not that big of a deal. Almost everything is zeroable nowadays with side setups, pearl clips, all that jazz.
4 rods, 4 silver. Getting a 4 spawn.
Yeah, I mean, he saved gold for gold picks. Has all the wool for beds. Maybe make 1 gold pick. Yeah, doesn't have enough wood to make any more sticks.
And these rates seem quite bad. So I think definitely blaze betting the spawner going to be very important here to potentially separate these runners.
Oh my god, Silver got caved barely. That's unlucky. Barely caved, but that's a lot of weird time loss that, you know, if a lot of people play the other spawner or even just build their portal in a different spot. And he throws his first eye in the wall as well, so that might even just be like unretrievable also. So Silver might not only be getting caved here, but needs a different an extra rod as well. Like, I feel like there's just no way you even try to pick up that eye, even if you know it didn't break. A lot of time loss there for Silver. And yeah, look at this. Hax is heading to Chords already.
There we go.
And it looks like he's so close to them as well off this other spawner. Silver's got a long way to go. But Hax is cranking this soul speed bridge.
That's scary stuff to me. That's really scary stuff. Wouldn't the timing change depending on which soul speed it is? I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy that
That's
people are practicing getting good. It's something that I don't know if I'll ever put time into, but people are getting
scary
so
stuff.
good at it recently. I've seen so many people been practicing it and going for it. And Hax on mid-8 pace looks like first into the end here, and it's open terrain. Gold pick's not going to matter. Front cage. If Hax chokes this, it might not be him on the keyboard. I don't see a world where this goes wrong at all. This is one of the first zeros that you possibly ever learn.
Let's see here.
And that's not the best double bed, but he's got the explosives to where it doesn't really matter. And he gets it done in 4 rotations, actually. But again, he gets it done.
Beautiful stuff from Hax.
Should be first place. Again, also in Silver's position of having no points until seed 3. Going to get 20 on this seed. And we'll see him definitely in the top 20, maybe even in the top 10 after the seed's all said and done. But that's not up to him. That's up to everybody else trying to get those points. Jay in second place currently, heading for this 0. Everyone else on our screen also zeroing. This potentially is a very, very fast seed compared to similar to seed 2, I guess I should say. But no one's even gotten second yet. Hax had a pretty good gap between him and everybody else. That's what it looks like, at least.
Wow, the boat breaking for Jay.
Yeah, almost 30 seconds for Hax between first and second, and there's third place already. Tutorworld going to get fourth, Jay fifth, Ankle Boy completing as well. Everybody, they're just going to start to flood in these completions. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 already, all the way. There we go.
Boom.
5 completions in 1 full second. Danny Boy 10th.
Imagine you're Danny. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, imagine you're Danny. You kill the 0. Only 3 people have completed. It's flying down. Still only 3 people. Death animation. Only 3 people. Boom, bam. Now you're in 10th. Like what is there to do?
Yeah. It's okay though.
Dude getting 12.
Or Danny.
Keeping some of that consistency. Manji looks like he might get points on the board again, but I don't even know. Look at this. There's been like 9 people that have completed 10 people or 11 people that have completed the run. Assie's been zeroing. Like he might 12 people. I don't know if he's gonna get points. I mean, maybe he gets 1 point.
Will Monkey get any points?
No, he doesn't get points.
That's brutal. That's brutal stuff. Points.
I'm pretty sure he probably exploded his first bed before 10 people even finished the seed. And then everybody just floods in. Again, like a minute and a half between our first completion and our 24th. And it's just the consistency. You can't have anything go wrong on a seed like that. You can't make mistakes in the nav, can't make mistakes getting to the spawner, can't mess up your blaze bed. All those mistakes losing you placements when they add up. And you got to be avoiding those. Let's see what the leaderboard looks like after seed 4. That's not good if you're a Maji fan. I think he was only at 6 points. And it might be impossible for him to make that deficit up now. Jay pulls back in to first place. Rao in first place from last seed, getting 0 points, Nerdy. All the way down to 6th.
Brutal
what else
stuff.
Is interesting on
that's
this
just
leaderboard.
That's just the way it works, though. Fortunately.
Danny Boy climbing up into the top 20. Silver not here. Hax climbing up again into the top 10. Had no points 2 seeds ago. And he's currently in 9th.
The comeback here. Hax is on the prowl.
Yeah, so he must have gotten the blue screening issue fixed. Maybe he didn't play the first seed, what I potentially heard from reading chat.
That would be real Chad. That would be real Chad if he just didn't play the first couple seeds and he's still coming back.
He avoided the first seed unintentionally. Let's see our second page. It is not over for anybody. The top 20 is only at 23 points. You do only need to be in the top 23 to move on after our seed 5. We are eliminating the bottom half of players after the next seed. We have 46 people currently playing. So we're going to get down to 23. That's currently at 16 points. And Nerdy, there's a lot of people. 23rd place is 16 points. 34th place is only 13. So anybody basically here on the middle of this page just needs 1 good seed and they'll have the points to secure in the top 23. But there's a lot of names here that have been at the top of the rank leaderboard for a while. Nahan has seen himself in the top 4 recently at 15 points. Silver, obviously we've seen in many playoffs before at 13 points. Rannick finally got some decent points on the board, but he's still only at 14. Manji all the way down here at 6 points, sharing that with Rekrap and Contra. Like all these players basically on the chopping block. Need a beautiful seed from them if we want to see them continue playing in the back half of midseason. But I'm ready for seed 5. Ready to see if any of these runners can do what it takes to get those points. Keep playing. Because again, if you end in the top 10, you do get phase points. It does help your qualification for playoffs at the end of the day. That is primarily what these runners are here for. Not only to win, but to get themselves those delectable phase points. Because every point matters. Trying to get into that top 12 for the auto qualification. Currently 12th place in phase points is Aquacord at 70, but there are 4 people behind him that are just 5 points away. And if you win Midseason Showdown, you get 20. And not only do you, again, want to get in the top 12, having a better seeding for playoffs overall gives you presumably an easier chance, an easier path in the bracket, right? Being the 1 seed versus even the 4 seed. Be a big difference in the player picks in making that first round of the bracket easier than your opponents. But here we go. I'm feeling a temple seed. It's been a minute. Yes.
You called it,
look. I swear I didn't look.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful stuff
it's lovely.
Here. And all the runners, looks like, about 75% of them or so going to the right side here through the main entrance.
Yeah,
and
a couple people going up the stairs on the left, and one person very, very slow at the very end. But we're all here. No cave at the bottom of our temple. look
at these little, they make a little circle. That's so awesome.
It looks so stupid because the blocks are just still there. They're just like
that's awesome. That's
they're
fantastic.
Just picking up all the blocks. Diamond pickaxe.
This is so cool.
Diamond pickaxe. And the enter was right here, but notably, okay, there is a river close. I was going to say maybe we'll see some people woodlight off of, just these 2 close trees right next to the lava pool. Start the woodlight right away. Get some food, overlap it. But there's a river right here. I'd see myself go to the river. And we're seeing a couple people as well drift off to the left here, off our screen, not following the rest of the colony in the middle of our screen here. Maybe there's another lava pool over there. More trees over there. But I'm a big fan of this plains at spawn. I'm a big fan of this lava pool at spawn. Presumably there's a lot of good passive mobs here, right? You grab the lava bucket. It's super easy to kill cows, pigs, whatever. But a lot of variation in this overworld.
Yeah, totally. And unfortunately, we can't see the cows, but presumably that's what these people in the roaming around are up to. As we see some people also presumably building their portal now and entering the
cows, pigs, sheep, chicken even. Maybe you get salmon in the river, tactical fishing, cook the salmon. Probably not. On this seat at least. What? Is that hacks? Did he have to reset the seat?
Oh what happened? No.
It's okay. Actually, we have a lot of people entering here. It's so hard to tell who's who with the zoomed out. Apparently, hacks miscrafted shears instead of a bucket. That's not good.
That's brutal. Yeah, that's like the kind of thing you could. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, hacks will be.
On the Bastion though. Emilk dies, and he's just gonna forfeit the seat as well. I think maybe needed a lot of points. Oh, resetting actually, in fact. But it looks like we must be on the Bastion. Those are really fast. Obviously we didn't see exactly where the home portal is, but we were watching people in the overworld, and then we're watching people starting the route already. So treasure has to be pretty close to spawn. Not sure if we've seen a fort though. That is yet to be determined. We'll see. Maybe Jay will take a peek here off the top of the treasure. For the Bastion that is the worst because there's a spawner, it does give you like the best vantage point out of any bastion. Like you're just at the very top with nothing in the way. Like imagine housing had a spawner somewhere inaccessible or like annoying to get to, and you're trading at the bottom of housing, like you have no visibility, but you're at the very top of treasure. You can look around basically the whole seed. Like it is pretty nice, all things considered, to be able to try to look for it.
But you could also just remove the spawner and then everything would be
good. You could just remove the spawner, or it could not be mob spawner. It could say like magma cube spawner and blaze spawner. Like they could have done that in the code.
If only they thought about us, speedrunners.
If only they freaking cared, man.
Got big Mongi.
I don't know how much obby we're gonna have here, but it's not that big of a deal because
16?
we have a diamond pick. So
true.
16 is good enough. We have TNT as well. Looks like Jay actually just threw out all of his TNT. That was just a raw misplay. Never mind. He just moved it to his top bar. I am stupid. I was gonna say you can. I thought he threw it out. He was. I swear he was throwing out his whole inventory. He must have just like not hit Q and hit like 6 on it instead. It really looked like he threw it out. Like I'll look stupid for that. That's not the worst thing.
He's Perry the Platypus, so he's a sneaky guy. You know what I mean?
It's not the worst thing I've said today. We already won that award, so it's fine. Raul breaking the spawner. Maybe he just didn't see the fort. That's a lot of time lost though. Jay, Jacko, and Manji, and presumably a lot of others are already at the spawner. Not even just at the fort, at the spawner as well. So Raul losing a lot of time to breaking the spawner. In treasure specifically. Don't want to break the spawner in the fort. That's never ideal.
Got now 4 rods here for Jay, so pretty good rates so far. Building, look
at where Retropog and Jay are building them. They're building the portal in between the two. I was just about to say that. Like so you're trying to keep both the spawners loaded at the same time.
I wonder how many people will do that. Because that is a smart play. I think that is the correct decision.
It's always so interesting to play double spawners too, because you have to balance obviously killing both spawners worth of blazes. Like, do you blaze bed one? Do you blaze bed both? How much, like, after you blaze bed one, do you spend like kind of clearing it out and making it nice? Because obviously you still want to be able to overlap crafting. And look at this, like we still also have to overlap mining 3 obsidian. So maybe you don't even need to blaze bed on the seed at all. And you just have so much stuff you have to do. It looks like Jay did blaze TNT at least the right spawner to some extent. But yeah, I mean, it looks like everyone here has to mine some obby. Beef Salad and Manji both have 9 obby. Looks like Jay and Retro had 7. Maybe Retro had 9. Obviously, if you leave the Bastion a little early, you might have to mine more obsidian, which loses you a little bit more time, obviously, to just mining it. But you do lose time waiting for the trades in the Bastion. And there's no guarantee that the obby even gets there, right? Like if you wait for 20 extra gold, maybe there's no obby and then you wasted that time. So don't know who made the right play. Definitely people that made a lot of different plays.
I think they're both
heading
digging to cords.
This is interesting too. Retropog is digging in the wall here, but Manji and Beef Salad are both building an open terrain, so must have just found something that Retro didn't. Looks like Jay digging in the wall as well. I mean, I was gonna say maybe it's different strongholds, but I really don't believe that, considering the spawners were just like on each other. Could even be different offsets, or like mismeasures, but just different ways to take the terrain. And Manji finds the portal room.
Beautiful stuff from Manji.
A lot of beds in the inventory. It looks like 8 or 9. Rotten flesh for food, but not that big of a deal. I don't think we have a bow, in fact, but shouldn't matter. Pretty easy.
Yeah, aggro an Enderman there? That looks scary to me. I don't know. Maybe not.
Even if you did aggro the Enderman, it's okay. You are up on the 0 tower. They cannot teleport up to you here. It's going to go to 95 on back small boy, and he gets there. And this should be pretty standard. Granted, he doesn't have a bow, and he's on a heart and a half. So I think he should eat rotten flesh. Oh my god, is he gonna heal?
Okay here.
Oh no. He's not. No, he's dead. He's dead. Get the back.
No, he's going.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
He's on half heart.
Oh my god, the food
This is strange.
situation. He ran out.
No.
And that's it.
You
What
can't
would
throw
have
a
been
parole.
first place? What would have been first place now with no points almost probably. And he needed these, Nerdy. He was at 6 points.
Yeah.
He needed these points. And it's over.
Oh no. A disaster for
Current
Mongi.
second place on the leaderboard. Only one of two people at 2,300 ELO right now. Today was just not his day. Mongi will not be moving on to the back half of Midseason Showdown. Beef Salad taking our first place completion.
Brutal stuff there. Just the low food.
Yeah, and
Fortunately,
low food and
killer.
no bow as well. So had to, obviously with the bow here, watching NHB0, when you're getting both those beds off, you're offsetting those damage windows between you and the dragon. So that double bed comes in the same damage window for you as the player. So you're able to get 2 beds off while only taking half a heart. But Manji didn't have the bow, so he couldn't do that. So he was taking half a heart from every bed and just couldn't get it done without healing. Maybe he just didn't realize his health was that low. Could have maybe eaten rotten flesh earlier. I'm not sure. But it's a mistake that's going to haunt him for this Midseason Showdown, as that's the last seed he gets to play.
Budgie and OK now getting the zeros done, so they should be entering soon, as well as balloons.
Balloons in the bottom right. But yeah, I mean, not everybody hitting the 0. Retro waiting for the perch. I mean,
had to mine some anchors with the diamond pick there from Retro, which was interesting to me.
maybe he went to 90, and the dragon flew at 90, and so he wanted to mine the anchors. Must have been. Hax gets here, has the bow. Is it a 2+2? No.
Ooh, so close. But remember, Hax had to reset the seed at the beginning, so getting some points here, I think, is very impressive.
True. Did miss craft shears, and he's going to get some points.
He's trying to calculate how much time is the difference.
Yeah, maybe that's why I was scrolling. I thought maybe he was looking at who exactly finished, but yeah, maybe he was trying to see how much time he lost from the reset, if he would have gotten first or not. Angleboy gets some points. Looks like Retropog's gonna get some points from this 0 or this 1 cycle. Joom's heading for the ground 0. Maybe we'll get some points off of this as well, but it's unclear, right? Like a lot of people killing the dragon as we speak. Looks like Automat's gonna have a 0 completion there as well. Joom's might die. 1 heart. Half a heart. Oh, and he gets it at the very end. Survives the ground 0 on 1 heart. And that just might be it for the seed. Only 4 more completions left to go. Duke setting up the 0, but he might not get points on this seed. Haven't seen many crazy.
OG Mine Man just
Did they die
killed the dragon and then fell down and took too much fall damage on the block clutch. Absolute disaster.
Brutal. Hey, for what it's worth, maybe only lost them a couple points, but it could have been the points that they needed.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Antu's dragon on 10 HP, but he's on half a heart. Duke does get the 0, and it looks like he's going to get at least maybe 1 or 2 points here when this death animation comes in. 22nd. And that's 30 seconds after 21st. So a lot of people struggling on this seed.
Yeah, looks like it. Makes
and
sense.
We saw fully reset the seed in the Bastion and is now up to 0ing.
You know, I think it really goes to show how terrible temple seeds are, is what my conclusion is here.
I don't think that's the best conclusion. Notably, look at Tab, though. Ral not getting any points and Silver not getting any points. So Silver is going to be eliminated as well. Was out of the top 23 going into this and isn't going to be getting any points on this seed either. A lot of potentially unexpected eliminations. We'll get a better picture as well when the seed is fully done. This might be our 24th completion here, but a lot of people struggling on the seed overall. We'll have to see. That's not the Percher of MP. Maybe Emio with the 0 on the top right. Top right will get some points. But Emia's at 92 standing. I can't tell. That might break the bed. That is going to break the bed, and Emia's dead, so still waiting on our 24th completion. Venfi gets the perch. This might be it.
Boom.
This is definitely the slowest seed today so far. Maybe going to be the slowest seed overall. This, oh my God, I think the 24th completion is over a minute slower than the 23rd completion. So over half the runners here just full struggle busing this seed. And yeah, I mean, temple seeds are weird. Maybe, obviously,
Little stuff.
maybe it's not so much that the temple seed itself is hard, but more so that it gives you the ability to make the seed hard for yourself. You can enter on just round flesh and get no food, and it's faster. And if you need those points, it's faster. But then if you end up making mistakes, you don't have that food to recover, right? Like you have to zero on rotten flesh and you'll die in the zero, or you can't even go for the zero, or you die in the fort, or you die getting into cords. But it's a seed that gives you the control and like how much wiggle room you want to give yourself in the seed, how much the trade-off between speed and like longevity on the seed. And so that might have been what a lot of people ended up going for, is some more low food enters, trying to push that speed. And I mean, a lot of struggle bus on the seed overall. So let's throw it over to the leaderboard when it's ready. We'll get a picture of who's eliminated and who's not, because there was a lot of competition around that 23rd slot. But not only the eliminations having some competition, the top of our leaderboard having some good competition as well. Jay no longer in first place. Beef Salad with the win pulls ahead by 2 points. And they're pretty far ahead of, you know, even like 10th place, like 71 points versus 43. It's a pretty big gap. I mean, the top four is still pretty consistent, or still pretty congested. Like Retropog is just 1 seat away from potentially being first, but everybody Ankle Boy and below needs 2. So pretty strong showing from Beef Salad, J, Aquacord, Retropog so far. Consistency throughout those seeds. And there are the eliminations. Silver, Parker, Monji, RMS Gamer had points, I think 15 points in seed 1 and couldn't get anything for 4 seeds in a row. Emilk, nothing. Venfi, we've seen in playoffs last season, eliminated. Olsen, all those runners gone. And Nahan barely squeaks in. Look at these runners too. Look at they put in the work to get here, Nerdy. 13 points, 15 points, 17 points, all top 10 completions on this seed.
And they were needed. They needed those.
Keeping themselves alive. And for what it's worth, 28 points is honestly not that far away. If you have 2 more good seeds, like if you're heating up, like if we throw it back over to page 1, like that's not that far away. Like if you go from 28 to 48, obviously everyone else is also getting points as we're playing, but 28 to 48 gets you up to 7th place or 8th place, excuse me. Is not that far away. I mean, compared to Beef Salad and Jay and Aquacord, it is pretty far away. But if you're just trying to sneak in and, you know, make sure that you can still fight for that top 10, fight for those face points, it's still possible.
I'm keeping my eyes on Hacks, though. The fact that Hacks had to reset the seed and apparently missed the first seed. I'm going to go off assuming Chad is correct about that. I mean, the fact that Hacks is in, you know, currently 8th place is very impressive.
Yeah, missing 1 seed and being an 8th. And he's still got room to climb as well, right? I mean, pretty far off from Beef Salad and Jay in 1st and 2nd. Even if he got 20 points on that seed that he missed, he still wouldn't be 1st or 2nd. But he's keeping himself in the top 10. That's what you need to do if you want to get those face points. And for someone like Hacks, those face points could be really important. Hacks has notably taken a pretty sizable break from ranked due to lag out tourney or just, you know, wanting to do other Minecraft things, burnt out, whatever it is. Currently, he's rank 100 on the leaderboard, and he only has 25 face points. He got no face points for phase 3, and he only had 25 for the first 2 phases. So on the face point leaderboard, Hacks is in 67th right now, and you need to be top 12 to auto qualify for playoffs. So for these points, for Hacks specifically, a player that we've seen auto qualify almost every playoffs. Very, very crucial if he wants to, you know, get some points here, maybe get top 1, top 2 in the last phase, possible for a guy like Hacks. So We'll see how the bottom 5 or the the last 5 seeds go for him. The back half of our seeds. We are halfway through Midseason Showdown. And the gameplay will only get more exciting. The seeds will only get more intense. The eliminations will only get more closer. I'm out of things to say.
You said the things that needed to be said.
I said the things that need to be said.
Yes.
Nerdy, do you think you have strong opinions on any other village type, house-wise? Or do you think Plains Village
Generally,
is
if
the
you
one that
say, "Do you have strong opinions?" the answer is gonna be yes for me. You know, like generally, I'm a very opinionated person.
That's valid.
Any other?
But
We're
like,
going back
would you
to
say that
the
you
list.
would you say that you know the Plains Village better than the rest of them in terms of like how confident you are in your opinions or like the knowledge, right?
I would say Taiga Villages. I'm a big fan of.
Okay. But like
And
if you wanted to
so
rank all the Taiga Village houses, like can you picture them all in your
like
head?
it would be Blacksmith S tier, and then probably Toolsmith A tier. The Flint House would be like B tier, I think.
And then everything else
And then
sucks.
all no, all the chests I would say are generally B tier. And that, I mean, Taiga Villages are so slept on still. Like
True.
like we should
I mean,
Taiga Villages should be in the ranked filter consistently. Okay, that's my
the
take.
problem with the Taiga Village is not that the village itself is bad, it's just the more these surroundings are never really there. Like the benefit to the Plains Village is you get some visibility, you get those lava pools. It's more commonly closer to deserts, things like that. But Taiga rarely borders deserts, can't really have any visibility on the lava pool. Sometimes can't even really have visibility on like things like rivers
I mean,
or
keep
gravel
yapping,
anywhere.
man. I'm just saying Taiga Villages all the
No,
all,
I
all
I
the way.
agree with you in the sense that I think it's the best village in terms of raw village quality. Just
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
in a vacuum, if we were on a super flat world, I would want it to be a Taiga super flat world if we're
Yeah,
generating the villages
yeah.
there.
Okay, that's great.
But
That's great. That's great.
but when you take the bigger picture of the whole seed, the whole world as a unit, the Taiga village falls flat. Not for any fault of its own, just because of the situation that it's in.
Yeah. No, it's understandable, but I'm just a big Taiga Village enjoyer.
It's
Like I
like
tap into more Taiga Villages than any other seed when I'm playing the game.
that's
Just
good.
purely because I like them the most.
No, Taiga villages should be in the ranked filter, I think. Um, maybe not. It just might be really hard to find a good Taiga village. Like I don't think they're specifically not filtered for. But now that you say that, like I don't remember the last time I actually played a Taiga village in ranked. I played a snow village, I think like twice ever, like in the filter, maybe like 5 times ever. But I don't think I've ever played. And I've played Acacia Blacksmiths before. I don't think I've ever played a Taiga village.
Oh, Acacia Blacksmiths are so hype. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're so rare that it's probably like,
V-Strid
I
hasn't seen a Taiga village since season 1. And V-Strid has played a lot of games. V-Strid has won 6,000 ranked games and hasn't seen a Taiga village since season 1. That
man, they're underrated. They're underrated.
so
They have so
I
many
don't think
blacksmiths. Like I swear I've gotten like a 6 blacksmith Taiga village. Have you ever seen 3 blacksmiths in in any other seat? I don't think so. I'm just saying. Okay?
there's some good Plains Village seeds. I think I've probably had a three
Like you need
blacksmith
to
Plains
think about
village.
it. But how many what's your
Okay, to
record
be
for the
fair, I don't know if I've ever seen a 4 blacksmith desert village. I probably just have. I see way more desert villages though just playing AA. I had a 3 blacksmith desert village just like yesterday. Or 2 days ago. Not yesterday, because I said on my new PC like 2 days ago or something. Yes, oh my god. Surely
Monument.
people missed the ravine. I get so excited praying on everyone's downfall. I love seeing the ants all go the wrong direction. Shipwreck Seed.
There's significantly less ants unfortunately now, but it's okay.
I pray
We
on
only have
everybody's
23
downfall.
ants left.
I want to see somebody lose the seed in the overworld because they can't
See
find the
here.
enter. It's so
So
funny.
far,
Oh my god,
everyone's
that's
basically
beautiful.
doing the same thing.
Gotta be shears. Maybe gold axe, maybe not. Oh my goodness, 14 carats. Oh my goodness.
And let's see which trees we're going to.
Oh my goodness.
Some people are going off to the right here.
Where's the ravine?
And
It's right there at spawn. I see it.
If only the info that you had, Feinberg, they would get to it
I
immediately.
know. Is everybody gonna go there?
Let's see here. We now
I'm actually like I'm leaning forward. I'm on the edge of my seat. This is what I live for. Oh my god, who is
ants.
that?
We have
So
one ant.
fast. So
One
fast,
ant is
everybody.
far ahead.
But these ants are going the right way. Oh my god, the top arc speed and the bottom arc speed.
No.
Diverging paths away from the ravine. So many people on the
No.
left.
Oh, it baited so many people. Is this
All
good
the
though over
boats.
here? Oh
All
no,
the
this is
boats.
good over
It
here.
is
This is
good.
good over here.
Someone on the right as well dove down. No, one of the ants are turning back. Maybe they don't
Oh,
like it.
no.
Maybe they don't like it. Maybe it is fake. It looks scuffed. Who's the
Oh
one
no.
person on the far right too? Oh my god. There's someone on the far right over here that is lost. Oh, that's just a real ravine. They're not actually lost. They're fine.
Okay, well, they're good.
Okay. So the only like code red is if the far left ravine is fake, but it doesn't look like it because those runners are still down there. So no one got truly lost. But a lot of people didn't find the like closest possible ravine, which loses some time. Now, granted, there's only 23 people playing now versus the 70 that we started with. So the mistakes are going to matter a little less because you're kind of like just less people are going to be able to catch you, right? Like we saw 76, they won a seed, and that was the only seed that they got points on. Like, so it's very possible that like, even though these people that got eliminated obviously don't have as many points as the people that are still playing, they were still taking some placements on those seeds from players, and now they're gone. So we only have 23 people playing, and you get points if you're in the top 24. So if you finish the seed, you get points. It just depends on obviously how fast you finish the seed. But my point is that the mistakes matter a little bit less just because there's less people playing. If you can play the rest of the seed well enough, like going to the wrong ravine might not guarantee that you lose, 5-10 points just off the rip. Because there's just less people competing for those places with you.
And I wonder if we'll see how many golden carrots we'll see crafted. I mean, I assume they'll just craft them all, but I don't know, maybe
Not 14.
Not.
Not 14. Maybe people even drop them. Looks like there's only 8. I swear there were 14 in the chest. Maybe I was just
I
bugging.
think you were bugging, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine. I swear I saw an 8 stack, and then I thought I saw a 6 stack also. I think I'm just stupid. 8's a good number to craft though. It's so rare that like you get rolled on like just a couple gold blocks. And 8 kind of means that you never really have to worry about your food. Like even if the stronghold's far, even if you take some extra damage in the fort. Like
Absolutely.
It means that you can eat some food suboptimally and it's okay. Like you don't need to fully max out the golden carrots, whereas if you had like 3 or 4, you might want to try to fully max them out. And it does not look like that gold's a problem. Retropog 20 obsidian, I think 2 full stacks of string, 10 chunk fortress, negative Z, leaving out the back of the housing. Smart play here. And we are going.
Oh, do we see the fort? There's the fort.
It is right there.
Beautiful stuff.
I took a deep dive into food values and like trying to optimize food the other day. I was just like bored reading the wiki for a couple hours. And I learned nothing new.
That's too bad.
The conclusion that taking damage is bad is still correct.
Oh,
I learned that taking damage is really bad compared to everything else though. Like I kind of already knew that, but taking damage is really bad.
oh yeah.
Healing half a heart, nerdy, is the same amount of exhaustion increase as attacking an entity 60 times.
Wow.
Or maybe it's 30 times instead of 60, but like still, like it's
60.
Healing half a heart is so impactful compared to everything else in terms of hunger. So I didn't really learn anything new. I still knew that taking damage was bad. But I guess it reassured my knowledge that taking damage is really bad. Compared to literally anything
I did
else.
not know it was that.
The only thing that's close is sprint jumping, and I think it's like at least 100 blocks of sprint jumping is taking half a heart. And then when you consider that you take 2.5 hearts every time you pearl, that's like 500 blocks of sprint jumping at a minimum.
Wow.
To like
I should learn about this. I guess I didn't know
loss.
how this worked. Kind of an intuition for it.
Yeah, you lose hunger by attacking. You lose hunger by breaking blocks too, and swimming. Breaking blocks is like so minor. I think you would need to break literally like 600 blocks or maybe 1200 blocks to have the same hunger loss as eating off a heart. But attacking is actually really nice. It's good lockout tech because you can attack a boat. You can just like punch a boat to lose hunger fast for the starve goal. Because once you run out of sprint, like you can't sprint jump and do head hitters, but you can place like 3 boats down and just start spam clicking them, and actually you lose your hunger really fast.
Fascinating. Look at this Duke in an ice. What was that? Ice glacier or whatever.
Ice spikes in a
No,
glacier.
I don't know, like
Frozen
an
ocean.
ice
No, it's
biome,
okay.
frozen ocean. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't think of the word.
Ice.
Glacier is close enough. Okay, glacier is. I like that. That's cool. That's a cooler
Glacier's
word than
good.
frozen ocean.
Look at this.
But
Retropog's
anyways,
going. Notably, look at Retropog's
I'm wondering,
Ninbot.
is
He
there
doesn't have
different-
a 100% though. Is the only thing I'm noticing. And I can't read everybody else's like.
I can't read. I want to read
but
Duke's.
Retropog
Duke's on a different
could
one.
miss. It could be the second offset here. Jay in the stronghold. Retropog does not miss. Even though it is only 86%. Duke heading to cores as well. Duke today, I mean, he hasn't been playing much ranked throughout the whole season in general, but Duke, you know, hasn't been winning any of these seeds, hasn't even really been top 5ing a lot of these seeds. Unlike his usual form, but could just again be attributed to the lack of total gameplay across the season. Retropog, wormholes, portal room, beautiful stuff. Heard it and dug down from the 4-way. Like the spike direction was correct, but not the way to get here at all. 58, 58, 0. This could be hard. Double pearl clip, hits the double pearl clip. It's
Beautiful.
front. And it's front cage, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Not back. We'll see if he tries to push 95 here. He does. And we have a decent, actually we had way less time than I thought. And that was like a pretty clean pearls up and a clip as well. So we could see a lot of people potentially pushing 95 and getting punished for it. But Retropog, this is a very clean 0. And he's been in the top 4 for most of today, and he's going to win this seed.
I wonder how much
with
that will
a
help.
mid-8. Yeah.
Definitely should put him.
Hacks fails to 0.
How many though?
Dragon's on half HP.
Oh no.
Might have flown as well. Let's see it on Jay's screen here. Yeah, it flies at 90. So Retropog being able to get to 95 saves him potentially minutes over everybody else. Flies for Beef Salad on 90 as well. You have to push 95 in this seed. Jacko's on 91. Blaze Mine's on 90. So the quality of your pro clips and your pros are crazy here. What's Raul sending here? Raul not even going for 0 at all. Maybe he's just going to go for ground 0. Beef Salad gets 8 and 9.
Wow.
Insta perch.
Insta diagonal perch.
It's beautiful.
Rare.
Rare.
If you can make this work.
Raul sending ground 0 here. Jacko 8 and 9 as well.
Fantastic stuff.
Oh, he doesn't get the obby off. Jacko cannot one cycle. No obsidian to place the bet on. Raul heading for ground 0. It's a little bit of a weird rotation here. Inkle Boy. Is he at 91? No, he's at 95. He must be. We just kind of started watching mid rotation. He's built the tower out of a glowstone. Look at that.
Wow.
Dude, he built that with so much glowstone. Can you F5, please, Inkle Boy? There's like 18. He built with like 10 glowstone at least, I swear.
Oh my god.
The whole
Wow.
thing is
Look at that.
glowstone. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was awesome. Man, I guess he just had a lot of extra, you know?
Dragonflies for Nahan. Blazeman waiting for the perch. Jacko waiting for the second perch. Dragonflies for Automat at 91. Crazy
brutal.
0 skill test here. What looks somewhat easy ends up actually being very hard as this dragon flies on 91 and doesn't fly on 95. So really benefiting those runners that can hit that pearl clip consistently, hit those pearls, get to the tower with speed. And we saw Retropog, the full 0, got that bed down with maybe half a second to spare. Like very, very close mechanically. But it won him the seed. And we've only had 10 people finish. Again, everybody can finish the seed. We only have 23 people playing, and we give points to the top 24. So everybody can finish the seed. And if you're someone like Jacko, you miss the perch, that's points gone. Missing the 0, dragon flying away, points gone. Automat with the 1 cycle.
There we go. Looks like
Queen.
a 4+1 for Automat. Lots of
Aquacord going
sub
for the
10s.
0. Aquacord only going to 90, so it's going to fly for
30 seconds ahead.
Aquacord as well.
That's crazy.
I wonder who's in the worst spot on the seed. I think we'll end up figuring it out in the next couple minutes as more and more people finish, but I wonder if anybody died and like had to reset everything in the end or in the fort or anything. Like is somebody fighting for their life right now? Like wood tools in the nether getting back to cords? Or are we all kind of going through the perches?
I feel like if you messed up the 0, that could be bad, you know? You
91
really messed up the 0.
for okay, and this is gonna fly as well. There it goes. Blaze Mine getting a perch, but
Oh,
he's not gonna
Blaze
kill the
Mine.
dragon, and he's on
Oh,
fire with the
no.
fire res, and that's
Oh,
gonna
this is a
potentially be
disaster.
that might be a 0-point seed from Blaze Mine. No way. I think he gets back to his stuff and can kill the dragon in 3 minutes. That might be a 0-point seed. Simply can't complete in the 15 minutes allotted to the player.
That is absolutely brutal stuff there for Blaze Mine.
Okay, waiting for the perch here. 2.5 hearts. Is that the snap? It is. Can he get there in time? And more importantly, can he one cycle without dying here? Can only do 4 beds
Oh.
plus the axe, and he has to be careful. Cannot walk into any fire. But he's good.
It'd be okay.
Gonna get some points here.
Beautiful stuff.
And look at that. I was right. Look at balloons in the top right. We're fighting for our life. Wood tools in the nether.
Oh, no. That's not what you like to see. That's not what you like to see.
Getting our 18th completion, maybe our 19th completion actually. So we got 4 people still playing. Who's the 4th person? We got to get him up in the top right. We got to find him. We got 23 people, 4 people left, 19 completions. We got Bloons and Blaze Mine fighting for their life on wood tools. Budgie just waiting for a perch. Looks like a failed ground 0 attempt set up here with the iron bars in mid. And then I'm not sure who our 4th final player is. I was told that they forfeited. So Budgie gets the one cycle. And Nerdy, I don't think Bloons or Blaze Mine are going to be able to finish this seed in a minute and a half. But that's just me. Something tells me that they're not going to be able to get there.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're a hater, Feinberg. For you, maybe. If you were in this position, you wouldn't, but I believe, you know?
You would get back and kill the dragon in a minute and 15 seconds?
Listen, all I gotta say, open to land.
Loses wood pick just broke. He's punching Netherrack.
It's good. It's good. It's fine. It's still fine.
Oh,
and that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all.
It's the content play, I think it was. Blaze Mine, what content do we have here for the last minute? And we're stuck.
Slash setblock, tilde.
And we're stuck.
End portal. That would work.
I am Steve. It was like that for a second. He was looking at the wall. Steve skin. Just me. Is he going to make a sign? What are we doing with the wood? He's got 36 seconds to cook something up.
I want to see this art, this masterpiece.
What are we doing? 8 logs. Enderman. Wait, he might die.
What's going on here? What are we doing?
Where'd the Enderman go?
I don't know.
Horror game. It's stuck. Well, he's making a house for the Enderman. But the Enderman doesn't want to live in the house.
You gotta respect it, Feinberg.
No, it's so sad though.
Oh, the house had no residence. It's okay. It happens. Yes, sometimes
the house was not built. And that concludes the 15 minutes. 3 people not able to complete the seed. That's okay. I'm curious to see the leaderboard. This is a big shakeup as well because, Nerdy, reminder, after seed 7, we get down to the top 10 only. So,
yeah,
we will be eliminating a lot of players, and I think the leaderboard is going to look a lot more spread out than it did just last seed. Beef Salad still in first, Jay still in second, Retropog doing what he can to bring it back, and Doog as well, shooting up his way into the top 4. But like, look at this, Nerdy. You need to be in the top 10 after this next seed. And Bloons, Blazemine, Jacko, they're already out. 37 points. You need 59 to be in the top 10. They're already gone.
True.
Who else is on our? Let's flash the second page for a second, if we can, just to see the other 3 people that I guess are already fully eliminated. Okay, Max and Nahan, unfortunately, couldn't get it done. I mean, even got some points on this seed, but just needed 2 really good seeds in a row, right? Because they had 28, 29 points last seed. But here's our leaderboard. Jacko in the same boat, had 31 going into this seed and just needed a standout performance. And people like Automat, Sad Kepi, I mean, the only really those 2 are still technically in it, but they're so far away. Like Automat would need to win the seed, and then he only has 62 points, and like everybody else can still pass him. Like realistically, we're looking at V-Strid maybe getting in the top 10, Tutoril maybe getting in the top 10. If Jonah can have another 17-point seed, maybe Jonah's getting in the top 10. And maybe Darby and Danny, but that's realistically it. Like it's basically those 15 runners fighting for spots in the top 10. But not only are you fighting for spots in the top 10 to keep playing, you're fighting for getting as many points as you possibly can to stay in the top 10 and be in the top 8 after the next seed, be in the top 6, and then finally be in the top 4. People like Ral, Budgie, NHB, they're all still 30 points away from Beef Salad, but they're only 10 points away from 4th place. 1 or 2 seeds where you get top 3, 2 seeds in a row, easily back in 4th place, top 4, whatever it may be. So a lot to play for a lot of these runners. Unfortunately, 6 runners are already mathematically eliminated, but there's still some tough competition for that 10th place slot, those top 10 placements. See who can move on. And if you finish in the top 10, that's 5 face points guaranteed.
Wow.
For playoff qualification. So very, very important. Even if you just barely eke by a 10th place placement, way better than nothing. Let's see the ants.
Let's see. We're going right back into it.
And Nerdy, I will say we haven't had a BT seed yet all day.
I think you've called it.
It was a shipwreck
I
last
love seeing
seed.
people like spinning around.
Oh, that's the BT. There it is. On spawn.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, a couple of people getting baited in the water there, so some late BT grabs, but the ravine is right there. I think, Nerdy, I think no one's getting lost. I think everybody's going to this ravine. What do you think? Okay. I think every single person is finding this ravine to our right.
I think there's a good chance. I think we have 2 stragglers. 2. Let's see.
I think every single person finds the ravine.
I'm liking my answer right now. There's 1 straggler.
4 people are left.
2 stragglers. 3 stragglers. Oh my god.
Oh god.
There's 2 people going to the thing.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. It's just like, dude, it's the biggest beach side of the island. It's right where you spawn. Like, why would you go any other direction, or at least not look and see? Like, how did everybody go the wrong way?
Hey, listen, they went the right way. That direction that we
No,
saw,
it just doesn't make sense. Ravine. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can see that ravine if you F5 off spawn. It doesn't matter. We're on the housing. GG. This is the sub 7 seed. This is it. Where's the fort?
I believe.
I see the fort. And it's exited out of the back of the housing. It's right there. 2 pros, SUV. This is sub 7. Who's in the lead? Who is at the very top?
Look at this, though. Some people going down. Some people going top. This is amazing. Look at, there's so much variation on this seed somehow.
I know some people doing manhunt. I don't agree with manhunt here, even though you spawn pretty close. You don't have that many blocks. The blocks you have are leaves. And I mean, it's weird because we get that like big view. Like, I don't know if these runners saw the fort. It looks like Max is opening pie chart, so he didn't at least. But if you know you can like exit out of the back, it's so weird. Like in the moment, what you're thinking of, like leaving the fort wise and all that stuff. But I don't know. I think top down's better over manhunt here, but we'll see who gains time. But like, look at this. We're mid trading housing, mid 2. This fort is 2 pearls away. It's going to come down to the rates But Max already has 11, 12 obbies, so presumably going to get 20 here. 5 salmon for food. I think we could see a sub 7.
And while Max can't win the sea or move on to the next round,
Oh, was Max
uh,
one of the 6 that was
I
eliminated?
thought so, unless
It
I'm
might,
mistaken.
it very well might be. Very well. Might be.
Still could steal some points away from other people, So we
True.
play the spoiler.
Only 17 pearls, 3 beds, 1 anchor only. So if we're blaze betting, we don't even have enough to 1 cycle at this point. So that could ruin the sub 7 pace if we don't have explosives. Are we going to get them from these trades? Kind of. We have 4 beds and 1 anchor, so that's hittable 0-wise. Maybe we actually only have 3 beds and 1. No, I think it's 4. 53 string, 4 beds. That's 1 for 1 on rods, and it's a mid 3 fort. Spawner right here. He's got another stray on the spawner as well. Sad Kepi in the fort, Ankleboy in the fort. Someone's going to get God strays here. Somebody is going to hit that sub 7 pace. I believe. Maybe not after those blazes not dropping. There's another spawner. 4 spawn from this spawner. Come on, the rates have to crank. 3, 4, please. Oh, only 3.
3 whole rods. Beautiful stuff. I mean, the seed is just, it's so fast. I mean, 4 minutes.
It's just going to come down to the spawner, the spawn cycles and the rates, right? Like he's got 3 rods. You could leave off of this next spawn. There's 4 blazes here. We could be leaving. That's the 4th rod.
My God. What a seed. Phenomenal stuff.
Oh, not the 5th rod, so we cannot leave off this spawn cycle, but we still have some crafting to do. We still have to build the portal. It is a double spawner, notably.
I mean,
and we can get glowstone here as well for anchors for 0. We can make 3 anchors. I think we're only going to make 2 here, but it's 4 bed, 2 anchor. That's a lot more comfortable than 4 bed, 1 anchor. But the pace is slipping, Nerdy.
It's just the
rates. Sub 7 slipping away. We're at 445, and we're only seeing blinds from a couple runners, and I don't think they have 6 rods. Also, the pearl count is interesting as well. I know Max left without trading all the gold, and so he only has 15 pearls. I'm not sure about everybody else, though. There's still time. There's still time for the sub 7.
Looks like
if it's an easy 0 tower, it's like a 45-second end fight. So we can be in the end at like 6:15, and it's okay. But Max having to measure 2 eyes and then build back up on the tree here could kill the pace for him at least. Is anybody on sub 7 pace still? These might be the 4 fastest runners that we're watching right now. And it, unfortunately, I think has slipped away from us. I mean, Zykepi is leaving right now at 5:42. Almost died, yeah.
Scaring me there, but it's okay.
Ankleboy leaving as well. I think this is just such a far stronghold, though. How does Ankleboy have 4 crystal? Ankleboy has 4. Oh, he must have grabbed them from the VT and just still has them. He has 4 prismarine crystals in his inventory.
Yeah, a quick stop by a monument, Had to kill a few guardians.
Sad Kepi 608. Did we miss the stronghold, though? We're at Y30 in a ravine, Y20. I think we missed. This is different chords than Ankleboy. Sad Kepi might have missed the stronghold here.
Oh, no.
Nahan's in the end. 620.
Wait, was Nahan one of the... I'm trying to
remember. Duke in the end as well.
Who are the people that can't move on? It was Max?
Nahan can't move on either.
Okay. It was Max, okay, and Nahan, I think, right?
Front cage. Nahan misses 0. Duke really low on this tower here. Might miss 0 as well. Maybe even has to build to 86 here. We just have no pearls. Duke literally built up from the ground to 90. And he's going to do an offset setup here on 90. And he's hit by the dragon twice. Bow clutch on the fountain. Gets it done. But there's no 0 from Duke. Gonna send a half bow. Yeah, it must be a big pearl situation for everybody, but I think Retropog did hit the 0. I see in chat.
Ooh, and Duke takes a death.
That's not good. Was barely in the top 10, and he's going to be getting very little points for this seed. Should still be able to finish as we still have 7 minutes left, but... And Perch, perhaps? Yeah, Retropod getting first on the seed, 727. It's a beautiful time, beautiful number. Not the sub 7 we were hoping for, but a mid 7. That's better than my rank PB in Midseason Showdown. Ankle Boy going for 95 here. I think you have to be offset 1 on this setup, but he gets there in time. Nahan getting second, but Nerdy, again, like you said, I think was fully eliminated. Max getting third, also fully eliminated. That's really good if you're a Retropog, because it means that the points that those runners are getting don't matter, and you're giving yourself a bigger gap between, Jay getting fourth or Aquacore
No,
getting
that's
fifth,
a very
right?
good point.
They are getting less points because Retropog was able to separate himself from the rest of the pack.
That's a
NHB
very good
hitting the
point.
0. Ankle Boy hitting the 0.
I wonder, you know what I wonder? I wonder if there was something about the lack of nerves made them play better or something. You know what I mean?
Like, you're out, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter anymore. You just kind of like zone out. You just kind of zone out,
Maybe
lock
you
in
play
a way.
riskier or something, or maybe you don't. The nerves aren't there as much because you know you're gonna lose. I don't know. I wonder because that seems almost coincidental. Or I mean, sorry, it could be coincidental, but it seems almost not coincidental to me. That
Well, yeah, I mean, especially because like they are only in a situation where they're like fully eliminated because they have not done as well as other runners in the rest of the seeds, right? So like, it's not expected that they're gonna win the seeds. It's expected that Aquacore's gonna win the seed, or Jay's gonna win the seed, or Retropog's gonna win the seed. Retropog did win the seed, but again, like second, third place, people that are already eliminated, there could be some truth to that statement, Nerdy.
So again, Retropog just having a great day today, and
yeah, might be in first after this, especially considering
be.
the points eaten from second and third place. But a lot of people struggle busting this seed. Ralph's on the stronghold. Everyone else on our screen waiting for a perch. We saw Duke die. Axe gets 13th on this seed.
Brutal seed for whatever reason.
Yeah. I mean, it was low pearls. It's so weird because you look at the seed and it's like BT, comfortable. Shears, comfortable. On the housing, so you're not taking like any damage getting to the bastion or using any of your blocks. Fort's 2 pearls away, spawner's right there, and yet everybody's struggle busting the seed. I think just maybe low pearls, weird terrain to second chords, weird nav perhaps. I don't know. But it's a common theme among the runners in the lobby today as we were all waiting for a perch. Budgie in the top right getting the perch. Okay, in the bottom right getting the perch as well. Danny's still waiting, and this might be fully ruining Danny's chances of top 10. He needed like a top 5 completion, and this is shaping up to potentially be a bottom 5 completion because of this perch speed. And even for someone like Ral, who was in, I think maybe 9th or 10th, like this could put Ral in like 11th.
Yeah, no,
or
absolutely.
at the very bottom of the top 10. Like this could be bad for Ral as well.
Every placement here matters. Yeah, it really. I don't know how close it's going to be, but I mean, I feel like every single one of these that we see people lose by 1 or 2 points in this in these stages.
Mid-season LCQ, like we saw the last LCQ, I think Camo lost on the last seed by 1 or 2 points.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that.
Like it just kind of works out that way. Enough people. And yeah, I think Ral maybe knew the amount of points that he needed, was maybe thinking about it, and that might be it for Ral. 18th place might not give him enough points to move on, especially, considering he's not even guaranteed that 18th place, still needs to wait for the perch. Yeah, I mean, Dougal would have gotten 18th place here.
Let's see here.
But again, Ral not finishing the seed, I mean, even if he gets 19th or 20th, that could have some weird domino effect impacts on people who, instead of getting 20th, are now getting 21st. And even if that doesn't matter right now, because maybe like Jay gets 21st instead of 20th, for example, just like someone in the top 3 or 4, that's like one less point that they have that they're now fighting to get. Like, I think, is Vistra maybe the only person still playing the seed? I wasn't fully zoned in on tab. But this means that Vistrid's potentially getting 1 more point than Vistrid would have gotten if like Ral finished the seed, right? Like there's a lot of weird dynamics at play with everyone getting points. But Vistrid's got 2.5 minutes to get a perch. Probably spelling high. There's the perch. Are we too far away to make it though? That's a beautiful pearl.
The message was worth it.
It's a beautiful pearl. And maybe Automat waiting for a perch as well. I don't know if Vistrad's the last player. Might be though. We'll see if the room ends or not. There it is. Yep,
Beautiful
19th
stuff.
place. So we had 4 forfeits on this seed. Only 19 completions. But that's like 3 points for Vistrad still.
Yeah.
Maybe even 4 points.
I mean, only 10 people moving on. It's just brutal, you know? But at the end of the day, we got the top 10. This is exciting stuff.
Yeah. And let's see the leaderboard when it can load in. Let's see how close that 10th place is to 11th place. What our top 4 is looking like as well. Obviously, we had some people are already eliminated. And there it is. And yet, wow, Vistrad doesn't make it through. Only got 4 points, needed 8 points. Jonah, like I said, if he had another 17-point seed, he gets a 14-point seed, but it's enough to push him barely into 10th. Darby gets a 12-point seed, but it's not enough. And that's our top 10.
Points.
I mean, shout outs to B Salad, Retropog, and Jay as well. Look at the gap that they have over 4th place even. Those runners almost guaranteeing themselves top 4 at this point. Very true.
I will say, look at one thing I'm seeing is Hacks. That's the first seed in a while that we've seen Hacks with a down arrow on. So that's definitely
still in it. Duke still in it, even only with a 5-point completion. And you're fighting for 4th place. We're in the top 10, Nerdy. Everybody has guaranteed themselves 5 face points. We have 3 more seeds to play. After this next seed, we're going to get down to the top 8. And the 2 people that get eliminated, they just get 5 face points. If you get top 8, 10 face points. Top 6, 15 face points. Top 4, 20 face points. So fighting for this 4th place spot is a pretty big deal. And everybody here still in the top 10 can get 4th. I don't know if Jonah can win at this point, considering B-Sal's at 106 and Jonah's at 64. I don't know if Jonah can make up that gap on Beef Salad and the gap on Retro and the gap on Jay, right? I don't know if Jonah can get there, Budgie can get there, Hacks, Duke, I don't know if they can get there, but they can definitely get to Aquacord at 81. There's a lot of competition here still for that 4th place spot for those 20 face points.
That 4th place spot is in contention here. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think if Jay starts to have a series of bad games, maybe that spot could be in contention. But yeah, definitely. I mean, those top 3 are playing exceptionally well today, and we'll have to see. We'll have to see if they can continue that trend. But yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, for what it's worth, I think on this leaderboard, we've seen a lot of these names before. I don't think Retropog has played in a playoffs. Maybe one. I just realized that the Control F on the ranked website just like doesn't work when I'm going through these things. I don't think Retropog has played in a playoffs yet, though. Pretty sure NHB hasn't played in a playoffs either, and I don't think Jonah has as well. So we have 3 people in the top 10 who we haven't seen around much in mid-seasons, in playoffs in general. But I mean, we've seen Beef Salad around a lot. We've obviously seen Duke Hacks around a lot. Budgie played in the last playoffs. Ankle Boy has played in almost every playoffs. Aquacord been around as well. But there's some new names here, Nerdy. Retropog being in 2nd place could still win it. Only 7 behind Beef Salad. That could be erased in 1 seed. Especially if Retropog keeps winning.
Oh, absolutely.
As well. Like the very, very dominating performance as well. Winning this seed with a mid-7. And we saw some people complete, 12 minutes into the seed. Some people forfeit as well.
But yeah.
I'm just ready for the last 3 seeds. There's a lot more on the line now. There's a lot more like truly on the line, especially for these runners at the bottom here. Budgie, Jonah, currently in 9th and 10th, but they're very close to Duke and Hacks, 7th and 8th, Aquacord 4th,
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, it's very close between 4th and 10th place overall, I'd say. And so really anyone can be eliminated this next round. Well, okay, not anyone. The top 3 are very safe, but
yeah. Top three are very, very safe. But yeah, I mean,
But,
Aquacord and Inkleboy, if they both get 0 points, can still technically be eliminated. Like
yeah.
they're less than 20 points away from 10th place. Could be eliminated. We'll have to see how the seed goes. But if you're a Jonah fan, if you're a Budgie fan, they need to have some standout seeds again. Keep that momentum that they've had the last couple seeds. If you're a B-Salad fan, if you're a Retrobug fan, I mean, if you're a fan of anyone in the top 10, these seeds are the ones that matter the most. The placements matter more and more. All 10 players can complete, and the points do scale as well. So it's not like first place gets 20 points and second place gets 19, third place gets 18. They scale down to fit the, less people that we have playing. So 20 points, 18 points, 16 points, so on and so forth. So each individual placement starts to matter a lot more on these seeds. And we have a temple and village. This overworld could be very interesting, Nerdy. I don't know what the play is. It doesn't look like there's any close hay bales in the village specifically.
Let's see. Do we get another tornado here soon? I really want to see the tornado.
There we go. Jay's
There's the
getting
tornado.
moving.
Yes.
To be fair, it looks a
it's not
lot
as good.
cooler. Yeah, when there's like 40 people doing it or 70 people doing it, it looks a lot
Yeah,
cooler.
it was way cooler before, but it's
Everybody's
okay. It's
spinning
still we
around.
still get a little something.
I don't think there's
Looking around here.
I don't think there's close food. I think we are not going to the village for food, especially considering the lava pools are in the desert. At least the one that's on the temple's in the desert. There's another one far left. There is one close in the plains here, though. So
Ooh.
potentially could get some gravel in the river. Also, there's some gravel potentially really close to this lava pool and this like lake
Look at
over
this,
here.
we have some people going to the village.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see these two lava pools at the start. I don't think it's necessarily a terrible play. Not only do you get to go to the village for food, you get to go to the village for beds, which could enable some extra zero cycle setups, some, more comfortability on some side setups. Could enable ground zero in some seeds as well. But yeah, I mean, what, 5 people in the village right now? Is what it looks like. And 5 people kind of off doing their own
Who's the
thing.
person off to the left here? What are they up to?
I think Hacks is off to the left here, just getting some trees, getting some.
Oh, probably some
animals
food.
over
I
here.
keep forgetting you can't see the animals. That really throws me off.
I mean, for what it's worth, like, yes, you do get a lot of food at villages a lot of the time, like just the quantity, but the quality is not there. Another thing that I learned in the food school that I put myself through a couple days ago, that's actually some pretty cool knowledge, is that the quality of the food, like obviously it matters, right? You heal more faster, right? Like you have more saturation, you can fast heal for longer. But the interesting thing that I found out is that when you're done fast healing, you fast heal when you have full hunger and any saturation. And so you need full hunger, obviously just like 20 bars, like even 9.5 you want fast heal. But then you need any sort of saturation to trigger the fast heal, and you heal twice a second. You heal half a heart 2 times a second, so 1 heart a second when you have saturation, but it like totally burns through your saturation when you do that. Every half a heart that you heal eats 3 saturation, I think. Or it eats 1.5 saturation, so every full heart is 3 saturation. So like a golden carrot will only heal you 7 full hearts if you're on half a heart. Or maybe that's a saturation too. I think a golden carrot does like 4.5. Bread will do 2.5. But the point is that when you're done with that fast heal, you're at full hunger and 0 saturation. And then to be able to eat another food piece, you need to lose another hunger bar, because when you lose hunger at 0 saturation, then you start actually losing the hunger. And so to be able to get the fast heal again, it takes 4 seconds to slow heal the half a heart and then lose that extra saturation bar. There's like nothing else you can do to lose like a half hunger bar. It's basically physically impossible to lose half a hunger bar before the 4 seconds of slow heal kicks in. So if you're eating bad food, that 4 second like cooldown of like you can't do anything and you can't heal and you're just kind of useless happens a lot more. So the higher quality food lets you pearl faster and lets you dodge that like 4-second cooldown by like spacing it out more because you're healing more in between. So the overall point is that there is some merit to having like pork chop over bread because you can maybe throw 2 pearls before you have to eat instead of 1. And you can save that 4 seconds.
Do you think is there a way to lose because I know a lot of people will like kind of bounce their head on something or something like that.
It doesn't do enough.
It doesn't do enough.
At the 4-second slow heal will
Dugal takes the
instantly.
death.
Wow, Duke's dead. Had to bow clutch out of the bastion, I guess. And
You got a wither skeleton on him when he was pulling up.
I mean
Brutal stuff.
that might just be it. That might be it for Duke as well.
Yeah, Duke might just be
that
out
might
here.
be totally it. That might be he might be guaranteed 9th, 10th place, which is 5 face points. But when you can get 20 for getting top 4, that's a big deal. I think even if he finishes the seed in 10th, that might be it for Duke. Unless obviously the people in 9th and 10th right now, Budgie, Jonah, don't get any meaningful points as well. But Duke was in 7th. So not looking good for him to take the death compared to someone like Beef Salad who can afford to, you know, fully lose 1 seed.
We've got I mean that's just brutal stuff for Duke. Hopefully we'll have to see how that impacts the result here, but in the meantime, maybe every other runner will die. It's always possible. You know what I mean? It's possible.
Yeah, I mean, who knows how hard the 0 is as well, right? Like we've seen a couple seeds where like half the lobby chokes the 0. And granted, these should be, you know, the 10 best players left standing, but if the 0 is hard enough, could be very chokeable. Hacks. Beef Salad's dead.
And Beef Salad dies. Wow.
Granted, again, he is on 106 points, so this really doesn't matter. But
well, it doesn't matter for now. But I mean, you know, if he gets 0 points,
long term it could, right? Like just 1 seed, like he should still be playing, right? To get even 2 points for completing, because it could matter for top 4, obviously.
Well,
like
yeah, but he's gonna have to get a sub 8 basically, right? Or unless maybe he can get his stuff back. I'm not sure how harsh.
Yeah, I don't know if his stuff was gonna blow up or not. I'm not sure. I think he died next to TNT. It's good for Duke though, right? To get some points on the board, might separate himself from other people who aren't going to finish the seed. We'll see.
And here Hacks now getting the measurement, leaving as well as Jay. So we've got 2 runners here on similar pace. It seems like how many rods for each? Looks like 6 for both. So yeah, very similar pace here for Jay and Hacks. And you know, Hacks was someone that was trying to catch up, right? So definitely good that, you know, to see someone like Retropog take those lose those points, I feel like gives more opportunity for Hacks to gap people by as much as possible.
Yeah. Currently in 8th, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, Hacks in 8th heading into this seed, so just barely outside of elimination range. If he can win the seed, he'll guarantee that he moves on and nets himself at least 10 phase points instead of 5.
True.
Which is pretty huge. All things considered, especially again because he has 25 phase points currently. When getting top 12, currently you need 70. So he needs all the phase points he can get. It's a great spike. But he's not in starter, notably. Pretty deep into the stronghold, and he's going to opt to back nav instead of, you know, committing down where he was.
I thought I saw a good spike for him. Am I crazy?
It is a good spike, but he's not in starter, so he is going to backwards nav here. He was very deep in the stronghold. Maybe, you know, obviously just is under starter here. But this is interesting because it's very possible that the portal room could have been in the direction that he spawned at, like just down deep that way. It's always just ugly. It's just ugly when you don't spawn at starter. It's just very ugly.
Yeah, that direction. That's the direction I liked.
He's been getting a great spike throughout this entire scene, and he finds it. He does. So
a lot of hesitation there for Hacks. I feel like that spike looks so good. I don't know. I mean, I
it was good, but there's just it's hard to find the way that you need to go.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Entirely. Makes sense. But he was following that spike the whole way. And this is 100, and he didn't have the best pearl, so he's gonna opt for a side setup here on 95. And he's actually gonna fully pull out of the 0 as well. Crazy. So opens the door for Jay. Not the best pearl either. Y92 on the side. What's he going to opt for? Are we going to send top setup? We are going to try.
Looks like he's
This is
going for
really
it.
close. And he gets it
Oh,
off.
wow.
Wow. Beautiful build.
Incredible
And the
stuff.
second bet is good as well. Great save from Jay.
Oh my god.
And that's
Incredible.
going to win him the seed. Beautiful stuff.
I mean, that is very deserving of the first place, I feel, just
Shocked he got
went for
there.
the risky play,
Beautiful build. Yeah.
managed to clutch it out, and
Ankle Boy
fantastic
here
stuff.
as well.
Wow, Ankle
I
Boy
don't
gets
think
up,
this
looks
is
like.
top setup though, but
Or is
he's
it not?
committing to at least a 0. Aqua Cord top setup as well. Yeah, it looks like Ankle Boy on a side setup here, but Aqua Cord getting to top 100 with a good pearl, presumably.
It's
That's
gonna be
good points
really
for
bad for
Aquacord.
Hacks. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
saying
mean,
he's
what
ahead,
looked
but it's
great.
definitely
Yeah.
not good.
However, notably, Budgie was in 9th and is still in the stronghold on 2.5 hearts. Has a gap at least. Jonah was in 10th, still in the stronghold. And Duke was in 7th, and he died. Let's see if we can get Duke on the screen, maybe on the right as well. We'll have our 4, at-risk players. Duke back in the fort after potentially fully resetting the seed. And Hax gets the perch.
Let's see here.
I don't know if Jonah and Budgie are going to get enough points to overtake Hax and Duke. I mean, they're not going to be able to overtake Hax right now. But Duke was at 74 points, and Budgie's at 68. Jonah's at 64. That's like... There's already been 4 people that have finished. So if you get 5th, that's only like 12 points. So if Duke even finishes the seed, I don't think he can get bottom 10. Like Budgie and Jonah, Budgie might be in position to get 5th here. I don't know if B-Side fully reset or not, but I think his stuff was going to blow up. So I think he's going to get last. But if Duke can just finish the seed, he does only have 4 minutes though.
It's so interesting though, because obviously Beef Salad getting last is
Budgie
I don't
top
know.
100.
I'm really curious
shaky.
how that's going to impact it.
He gets it off
impact
though.
the results.
Oh my god. Oh my god, look how high that bet is. Oh, not good for Budgie. Not good for Budgie. And he doesn't opt to fix it. And it's the 0
Does he have the
choke.
explosives? I don't know.
Crystal, no damage. Wow.
He's got 3 minutes.
Got to get off that tower. Pearl's down.
Oh,
Enderman.
wow.
And that's
Brutal.
it. Budgie going to be eliminated. Not getting points on the seed here. It's a fight to not get 9th place. Is Jonah going to win? Is he going to hit the 0? Retro hits the 0. That's some 5th place points. Jonah, I think, had 64. That might be... I think Jonah needs to get 6th here. And the 0 choke, he has no crying on the bar. So he can't place the bet anywhere. I think Jonah needs to get 6th, and Duke needs to not finish the seed, and they might be tied. I think that's the line if you're a Jonah fan. But I think these are the only 2 players still playing the seed. Maybe? I mean, there's 5 completions only. There's 3 people on our screen. That's 8. Beef Salad forfeited. I don't know. Well, Budgie died, actually, and is not playing anymore, so that's 9. It might just be these 2. And if we are tied, both players do just move on. There is no tiebreaker. They just play another seed. We've never had that happen where people have tied for top 4. It'll happen eventually, though. And then we get a true, like, 1v1. Then we get, like, a true ranked lobby. I don't even know if we have, like, a scene set up for it. Like, presumably we got something, or we just, like, use the regular, like, bracket graphics. But I don't know if it's, like...
That would be awesome.
Midseason Showdown themed at all.
That would be... That would be a real showdown.
Throw a 1v1 in there.
Okay, let's see here.
Here's Duke, though. And I mean, Jonah needed 6th place, but Duke hits the 0 with under 2 minutes left in the seed, and he's going to get the 6th place points over Jonah, over Beef Salad. And Jonah's going to be eliminated now in 10th place. Because Duke got these points out of him, I don't think Jonah has enough to catch up to anybody else.
And Duke, I mean, I will say that's good mental there from Duke, able to get 6th
It's
place.
It's also great too that he's getting 6th. Like, he's not getting 9th or 10th on the seed. He's getting 6th because Beef Salad forfeit, NHB forfeited, Budgie forfeited. He's getting 6th place. This is like 9 or 10 points on the seed overall. So he's not even that far behind from someone who got 20 points on the seed. Like it's
Totally.
not the end of the world to catch that up. And Jonah's still waiting for the perch, and he only has 50 seconds left in the end here.
And let's see, when the perch snaps, how long is it until you
It's
need
like
like
20
25
seconds, give
seconds?
or take a couple, like 20. Like on the snap,
Okay.
it's like a little more than 20, I think.
Oh, is this the perch? That looks
Like
good to
actually
me.
on the full snap, I think it's like 20 seconds. Okay,
We
it
have
snapped
it.
at 14:22, so let's see. I mean, it all depends on the height, obviously, is the thing, and like how many beds you use.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks like this from
Chad
snap
said.
to kill, 22 seconds. Someone in
Okay,
chat said
okay.
24. But he gets it done. 10 seconds left. Unfortunately, it's not enough for Jonah, I think, to make it into our top 8. But he's playing out the seed. That deserves a props, and it deserves a pass as well, because I'm pretty sure if the numbers are correct, Jonah and Budgie entered this seed in 9th and 10th and will be leaving this seed in 9th and 10th.
Well, I think this is going to shake things up quite a bit here because our first place got 0 points.
Yeah, leaderboard could look a
Yeah, I don't
lot
know.
closer here.
We'll have to see. I mean, obviously, we know who got eliminated, but who, what does everything else look like? That's what I'm curious about. I'm curious to see that.
I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, Jonah 5 points away. Couldn't make up that deficit, even with NHB getting 0. And Beef Salad, again, he gets 0. And now he's not in first, he's in third. And not only is he in third,
Ooh, interesting.
he's not even like comfy in the top
Yeah.
4 anymore. Only 9
I
points
agree.
away from 5th place. And we still have 2 seeds to play.
Yeah, I mean, that because now, okay, so fourth place now we have Anko Boy with 99 points. So, oh man, yeah, things are a lot closer. I mean, obviously Jay here in first place is looking pretty safe for now at least, but I mean, I don't know. Again, if a 0 point game, and that could be really bad. So I feel like that's what we need to be looking out for as far as Jay's concerned. Jay just needs to get consistent points from here on out and should qualify. But any of those 0 point games, and you never know.
Yeah, and I mean, there's still some leaderboard competition, not only at the top, but at the bottom as well. Hax is in 8th with 86 points. Granted, it's pretty far, or in 6th, sorry, with 86 points. Decently far away from 4th, but we have 2 seeds left, right? Like you win both these next 2 seeds, or you get top 2, top 3 in both these seeds. Could easily sneak his way in the top 4, but if he even places behind Doog once, that could be enough to eliminate Hax. Like he's only 3 points away from the bottom 2. And Doog, likewise, only 3 points away from moving on to 1 more seed. There's a lot happening on the leaderboard still. Still a lot to play for everybody here. No one eliminated mathematically. 2 more seeds left to
play
go.
here.
I know.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
It's exciting, but it's also sad because we lose the ants in the colony.
Yeah, no, that is very true. I do like all the ants.
Only getting to see 8 people run around as opposed to 75 is a little sad, but what can we do? It's the it's the warrior ants of the colony. Is that a thing? Like a warrior ant?
A warrior
What are they
ant.
called? What are
I don't
they?
know. Fire ant, maybe?
Fire
What are you
ant? I
thinking?
feel like a battle ant? I don't know what they're called. Like
What are you
the
talking? I don't know
ones
what
where
you're talking
the ones where the stings hurt really bad. Is that just the fire ants? Is it called? Are they like soldier ants? Is that what it's called?
about. Soldier ant? I've never heard of this.
A bullet ant. That's the word I was thinking of.
Bullet ant.
I was thinking
Yeah,
battle,
I've
but
heard of those.
it's a bullet ant. Sorry.
Oh
Is
man.
it like a fire bullet ant or is it just called bullet ant? I don't even know.
Batty ant. That's what Feinberg would call
No,
it.
bro. No. No, bro. Not like that.
Okay. That's reserved for
No,
piglins,
bro.
I guess. That's reserved for piglins.
That's not reserved for piglins. I said the wrong word. It's not reserved for piglins. No,
Okay. Okay. I mean, you can. You don't need to deny it, man. You don't need to deny it.
I'm
It's
not
okay.
denying that I said it. I'm just saying that I didn't mean to say it like that. Blacksmith hotel, beautiful. Here we go. They're off.
Here we go. Some players immediately going and
They're
getting.
not all immediately going to the S tier house, Nerdy. We got
one person
one
going to
person
the hotel, which
checking
I like
into
to
the
see.
hotel. I know.
You gotta have a nice stay there. You gotta.
We have a lava
You
pool
know.
back here on the right. We have a river next to that lava pool as well for some flint. We have some food that I think a couple people stopped at first, whether it be the hotel or the hay bales there on the left. Are we going to need to kill the golem? Let's see.
Now we've got.
Oh my god. And there's an F tier house as well. The Toolsmith house, nerdy.
Oh,
It's
that
haunting me.
one. Oh, that
Yeah.
one is really bad. Yeah, that might be F tier. That might be F tier. I just couldn't, for some reason, I couldn't picture it in my head.
Every house in
I
this
don't know.
village might actually be a different tier in the house. We have blacksmith, we have hotel, we have toolsmith, we have leather worker, and we have stripped log bad house. They might all be different tiers, I think.
You think leather worker is different tier than toolsmith?
Leather worker has a chest, bro. And they're going to be
What does it
food
just
and
have in it?
emeralds. It's like food, leather armor, emeralds, like bread,
Okay.
leather armor, emeralds, and saddle.
Okay.
And the food and
I
the
didn't know it
emeralds
had.
are
I didn't
pretty-
know it had food, honestly. So
That's
fair
okay.
enough.
It's pretty rare. Hack's heading to the lava pool first. Seems. And everybody else following. Doesn't really look like there's any other lava pool anyone's going to. I'm trying to scan the horizon like through the pixels and see. I think Jay is in the top right on a tree still heading over. But I think that's everybody.
Heading in now, and
Yeah, here we go.
I mean, Jay was in first place, so entering the Nether last, presumably here, could be bad.
Maybe has more blocks, maybe has more food. Not sure. But here's the bastion. Looks like a bridge.
And look
There
at
it
this. Lots
is.
of people. Some people coming.
This, I mean,
all
this
the way
right
around
terrain
this
is
direction.
beautiful for the chalice here. I think these right terrain enjoyers are going to have a lot better time routing this bastion than these left terrain enjoyers,
Ooh,
using
wow,
less
yeah, look at this.
blocks,
People
less
coming down all
time
the way down
to
here.
get to the chalice.
Axe now, I believe, the first enter the bastion, and crafting the gold pick, crafting the helmet, of course. He gets this route ready to go. We got a left side triple, so see a DK route coming out here from Axe.
Yeah, got some hoglins he has to deal with, but shouldn't be that big of a deal. Only has 18 wood for blocks. That's still 6 beds though, so it should be fine. Didn't use too much of that building. And the DK route pretty standard here.
Building pig hole. Getting it going. Good stuff from Hacks.
Ankleboy DK, Dougal DK, Beefstyle DK as well. Beefstyle's building with leaves, but he using netherrack for the blocks next to lava. Smart choice. Gold pick, some netherrack there, or maybe just mined it on the way. But making sure his bridge is not going to burn. I don't know if we saw the fort from any of these runners. I didn't see it on the spectator cam at least, but maybe it's to the left or something. They saw it on Quake Pro and we didn't see. Not sure. But it's a pretty standard bridge. Not much to comment on here. Shouldn't be too much time loss for any runner. It doesn't look like anyone died to hoglins, died to piglins. Looks pretty standard.
26
I don't know
Obby.
anybody.
Looks like Hacks is ready to go. Gets that fire res going.
Yeah, and there's the fort. Must have just seen it on the way. Has the soul speed from a chest as well. Gonna try to find the spawner, get to that as fast as possible. Almost hits the zombie pig with the pearl.
Could have been slightly problematic there for Hacks as he
And he's
pearls off into
got
the
a
distance.
he's got a pearl hang to potentially a spawner, and he's gonna kill these 2 strays here. So this could be really nice for
Nice time save.
the pace. He might have one more stray. Duke's dead.
And Duke's dead.
That might
be Midseason Showdown for Duke.
He was in 6th place, just on the border. And
I thought Hacks was 6th place.
True. Duke was 7th. And Duke is 14 points away from 5th. So he would need to get more points than Hacks. And considering Hax is alive at the spawner and Duke is dead in the overworld, I don't necessarily think that's going to happen. Nerdy, this season is shaping up to be an intense LCQ is all I'm going to say.
That is
This
true.
is shaping up to be a very, very intense LCQ. Hax has 25 face points currently. Might be getting 20 today.
Wow.
I guess Duke has 70. Duke should probably still get top 12. I thought he was a lot farther behind than he actually is. Duke's in 13th right now for face points.
Has potential.
But I mean, NHB here in the top 10, not in pole position for top 12 in face points. Ankle Boy in 7th in face points. Beef Salad's in 3rd. Aqua Court is in 12th. So everyone on your screen now, except for Hax, probably won't be playing an LCQ. Jay has 65 face points. He's in 16th right now. So very possible with the face points he gets today that he's in a good spot to be top 12. Notably, Budgie got 10th. He was 9th in face points. Silver didn't make it. 8th in face points. Manji didn't make it today, but he's in 2nd by a pretty comfortable amount. Or 3rd, maybe. It's going to be an intense LCQ. It's an intense midseason showdown. We still have 2 seeds left to go. I want there to be a tie. Now that I was talking about it, like I want it to happen today. I want there to be a tie for 4th and 5th. I want to get a best of one.
That would be exciting. That would be very exciting.
One ranked match. The first ever best of 1 in a tourney format. Just send it. I want them to tie. There's got to be a tie, man. Hax is crushing the seed, though.
Yeah,
like, I know he was first into the 4th, but no one else even heading the chords right now.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, it's just unbelievable. As he enters now.
I mean, like, the blue screens did not face his mental at all, apparently. Like, D is just cranking these seeds. He got a decent spike this way. Is it the way that he's pushing, though, here? Still a good spike. Still a good spike.
Left way. Oh, what? This way? Really? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see.
You'd have won left, Nerdy? Let's see if you'd have won.
I would have gone this way, yeah. Oh, fuck. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Oh, damn it. Oh,
well,
no.
Here's it, though.
Hey, listen, they call me the I don't know. I'm basically a nav god. What can I say?
Connie's the nav king. You're the nav god.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, it's a 56 pro clip. Hax notably didn't use the gold pick that he had to do this pro clip, but should still be very easily able to get to 95 here. Not a big deal at all. Full rotation to spare. And this is sub 9 pace for Hax. That's a rough double bed, though. Looks like the micro a little rusty from Hax after not playing for a couple phases, but the macro's still there. It doesn't matter that he's losing a little bit of time on the 0 because he's so far ahead of everyone else. Not even in the end by the time his dragon's dead.
That's crazy.
So Hax is going to get first on the seed. And that's massive, too, as well, because Hax, again, 86 points going into this, and 4th place is 99. So if Hax needs to fight for top 4, getting first place on the seed is what he needed to do, and he does.
And any deaths here are huge for Hax as well, I'd say. Well, not necessarily deaths, but he really just needs those top 4 people not to do well.
True.
Or at least the 4th place player.
Ankle Boy finishing up his 0 cycle right now, has 2 more beds to spare, should be very easily completable. Retro Pog building with bone blocks for the 0.
Wow,
like
yeah.
That. I feel like that'd be bad for me. I start putting the bone blocks down, I get too distracted by the sound, and I wouldn't be able to focus on the 0 cycle timing.
They do make
Place
kind of
the
a
bone
weird
blocks
little
down.
sound. Yeah.
So the best sound in the game. Now, I will say in the new snapshots, they added a unique sound to iron blocks and like iron bars and iron doors. And oh my God, that gives bone blocks a run for their money. I'm going to be honest. The new iron block sounds.
Okay, now I want to hear this now. You got me curious.
It's crispy, bro. It's crispy. I will say.
Like a dink sound? That's what I'm imagining.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's nice. It's just nice. It's just nice. Jay here in time. I mean, Duke died for what it's worth. He is just cranking the 0 right now. It sucks that like he has to compete against Hax for the points. But Duke did make up a pretty decent amount of time here. I mean, granted, Beef Salad and Aquacord were both waiting in the fountain. Jay finished the 0 before Duke, it looks like. So he brought back a lot of time from the death. It unfortunately is just too big of a mistake. And Duke is not able to get the points that he needs to stay in top 8. And there are points. There we go. I think Duke and NHB are going to be 7th and 8th here. But again, might be very close now for the top 6. Hacks getting first there. Pretty big deal. Especially Jay getting 7th. Was one of the players in the top 4. Let's throw it over to the leaderboard when we have it.
See what we got here. Wow. Look at that.
I mean,
Hacks
it's close.
Barely getting in. Look at that. That's surprising to me. For
Well,
some reason,
he's not,
I was expecting
you say
Hacks to
barely
move up
getting in,
further.
but he is 17 points ahead of 7th, for what it's worth. Like Duke is at 89 and Hacks is at 106.
Well, barely. I guess that's fair, but I
you meant like
he
still has a long way to go to get to top 4.
He still has to make up 10 points on Anko Boy. I thought that
Aquacord and Hacks both at
would have gone
106.
Also, it says he's going up. I swear he was at 6th. In my head, he was at 6th.
Well, I think it's because he's technically 5th.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like they're both 5th.
Sure.
Because there's no tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So that might be why there's an up arrow.
Yeah, that's
even
totally
though,
why.
You know. You get me,
stuff.
Nerdy?
I get you.
You know where I come from?
Okay, so from both Hacks' and Aquacord's perspective, they need to make up. So they need to beat the other person. They need to beat Aquacord or Hacks. This is basically Aquacord versus Hacks.
Versus everybody else. Like they
need to make up
first
10 points on Anko Boy or 10 points on Beef Salad.
Or 12 points on Beef Salad, yeah.
Yeah.
Or 15 on Jay, like if Jay dies and can't finish the seed. So we'll see. Yeah. But everyone on our screen right now has guaranteed themselves 15 face points. Duke and NHB go home with 10 today. And the top 4 from today get themselves 20. So Retropog guaranteed himself 20, basically. Like if he dies and Aquacord or Hacks win the seed, then he technically could be in a tiebreaker for 5th place. I don't think the numbers are going to work out for a tiebreaker. I really hope we get one, but I think they're just kind of too far away. Yeah. We'll see. But we need Hacks and Aquacord to do well. And they need to do a lot better than Anko Boy and Beef Salad to make up that deficit to get themselves in the top 4. Anko Boy, Beef Salad, Jay, and Retropog currently in our top 4 if we ended it now. We have one more seed left to go. 6 players left. We should throw it back to the portal seed. We should throw it back to
I'm with you. I'm always with you on that. Looting 3 specifically. Looting 3 with a Taiga house next to it. Something similar to the FE World Record seed. That seed was awesome. That seed was a big fan of that.
But he made a diamond axe in the overworld instead of a diamond pick.
Okay. I'm not saying did I say there was any mistakes? I didn't say there was no mistakes. I said that the world record seed was amazing. World record seed was amazing.
I'm sorry. You're right. You didn't say that.
Yep. Oh wow. And then there we go. We got all the players.
Room portal.
We see. Looks like people.
Wait, this is interesting. This could be oh, the BT is here. I was gonna say this room portal might be giving a fake spike, but there's actually no chest. There is a chest.
No, there is a chest.
But the spike is in the same direction as the BT, so I think all these runners are gonna find it here, and it looks like they all have. So, not that big of a deal. Hacks notably last.
Behind. Yeah, that's not good at all. Remember,
he does need to like win.
Those are the 2 people. Yeah. Those are the 2 people that are on sort of most likely to get eliminated.
Okay,
and lose here.
No one's gonna get lost on this seed. There's no way. I know I said that last seed and it was really bad.
Jay?
No, he's going to the room portal. He's going to the room portal. He's not getting lost.
Okay, what about this?
He's just diverting.
Is this Hacks?
It's Hacks. Like, there's just no way Jay doesn't go back to that ravine. Hacks is going to the room portal and then going to the ravine. Like, there's no way. Like, I still can't believe I was that wrong.
okay. It's okay, Feinberg. It's okay.
And we're in.
Aquacord entering first here.
And he needs that. But unfortunately, he
Absolutely.
needs Anchor Boy to not be in second behind him.
Yeah, that Ankle Boy just needs to do decent in this seed compared to Aquacord to stay
Yeah,
in.
if Anchor Boy gets top half on this seed, he's pretty comfortably in. It's a bridge. It is a right triple, it looks like. No DK going to be coming out from
There we
these winners.
go.
And we have TNT from the BT. It's beautiful. Beautiful stuff for the
Ankle
routes.
Boy now getting this.
Oglin's safe. Crack Smoker route here. Diamond Pick. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Diamond Pick's only really like... I guess it's really good in... Actually, like most bastions other than Bridge, honestly, because Bridge, you're just not even like mining the gold blocks. Like that's just the only reason why it's bad. But like Treasure, it's good. Housing, it's good. Tables is good. We are all getting the trades going here. Aquacord has a Hoglin watching his trading hole.
England is trying to get into this hole. They want to trade the gold. That's what I think. That's my take, Feinberg. Looks like beef salad.
Do you think they really want to trade the gold, or do you think it's just so distracting to them
Like
that
a
they can't help
compulsion?
themselves? Like, yeah, do you think they like if they could choose, like would they really want to trade the gold? Because like if they really wanted to trade the gold, why are they leaving it in the bastion? Right?
Yeah. That's true.
Like, do they really want to be trading?
I mean, I don't know. I'm already trying to do research on the piglins that he thinks are baddies. That's what I think is going on here. He wants to understand them better, you know?
Relax.
Sorry.
Hey, all I'm saying is
sorry.
I brought it up once and you've brought it up like 3 times. So
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was
that's
so
all
funny.
I'm saying
I thought it was funny.
I think the piglin baddies can't get off your mind, nerdy. I've dropped it as soon as I said the wrong word. It's been on your mind all day.
It was. I think chat's behind me. Okay, I think chat's behind me. All right, that's all I gotta say. Anyways,
no one out of the bastion yet. 16 obby for Ankle Boy. Definitely enough explosives. 2 beds pre-crafted, stack and a half of string. We do have a diamond pickaxe, but we have 20 obby. So waiting for those trades is better. Like what? It takes 10 seconds to mine an obsidian. It takes 6 seconds to do trades. So if you have like even 5 or 6 piglins doing trades, it's worth it to wait so that you don't have to mine the obby. The only argument is that like if you're mining the obby on the spawner, then you're like overlapping the spawner time. But there's so much you have to do at a spawner. You have to blaze bed, you have to clear it out, you have to craft everything, you have to measure your eyes. So like realistically, unless the rates are really bad, you really don't have that much time to overlap doing much in terms of crafting or like mining obby. Like it's not really truly overlap time for a while. So
one thing I'm noticing is
like waiting for the trades. Sorry.
No, one thing I'm noticing here is look at this. There's some extra food here for some of the runners. Aquacord with 3 pork chops, but I think Jay and Anko, no, sorry, not Jay. Ankle Boy and beef salad running out of food.
Yeah,
that could
Jay's
be a
got
problem. Those are the
one.
2 players kind of on that we're a little scared of.
True.
Here, as far as
Ankle Boy is out of food. Beef salad might also be fully out of food as well. I'm not sure, but you're right. Yeah. Beef salad in a really bad spot. He's at 3.5 hearts, 3 hunger bars down. Possible he dies at the spawner before he gets a first portal off.
And that would be
even if
really
even
bad.
if he doesn't die, it is some time loss, right? And if you're someone like Aquacord, when you need to get first in the seed, you're measuring eyes already. Like you need the time loss to come out from Beef Salad. You need the time loss to come out from Ankle Boy. And both these runners having to at least hunger reset at some point over the 2 pork chop that you have. Pretty impactful potentially.
It is absolutely possible, and we'll have to see. I mean, because if Beef Salad gets a zero here, that's really bad.
Yeah, if he dies, I mean, he's just not top 4 probably, or it's like really close, right? He's only 12 points away from 4th place or 5th place.
So scary stuff here for sure from Beef Salad being.
But I think if he just gets a hunger reset out here, it's fine. Ankle Boy does have 9.5 hearts, so he didn't hunger reset in the overworld. He is just going in the nether. Probably going to throw 2, maybe even 3 pearls here and just go. But Beef Salad on 3.5 definitely going to have to hunger reset at least in the overworld right now. He is pre-prepping it. Ankle Boy's leaving. Aquacord leaving to terrain as well.
It's a hunger
but
reset.
Aquacord looks like he's found way worse terrain than Boy did. Maybe different spawner, not as open, but Boy fully open in the terrain here. Aquacord had to dig through a wall for a little bit. So I'm not sure where Hax is on the seed specifically. But Boy in first right now into the stronghold could die. He's on 2 hearts. Especially if he tries to push the hunger reset to like when he's in the portal room. He's not going to.
And he's not going to do that, which is definitely smart. He does not need to get first. He just needs to get a decent completion here.
Exactly.
So I definitely
because there's an
agree with
argument that you want to like save that hunger reset, right? Because if he takes like maybe 2 hearts in the stronghold, that's a weird situation, right? Like you don't have any food. Do you want a hunger reset again? Do you want to just go and hope it's like a front tower? It's weird situation. But this is weird nav as well. Boy, I really haven't loved any of the spikes he's gotten, especially because we have a visible mineshaft on our screen as well here. Very unclear where the portal room is.
Beef salad
That's
as
a
well.
good spike though for Boy. I really like that. Down the staircase,
Beef salad
he
on
does
2.5
find it.
hearts.
This is really awkward nav, and I think Boy did a great job hitting the nav correctly. I mean, also he was in the stronghold for a while, so should be a very easy 0 as well. Front 94, should get up to 99. Have a lot of time here. And that might be Boy securing his spot in the top 4.
We'll have to see if he can hit this 0.
Should be good. Should have enough KB on those beds.
Very
that
solid
might
stuff.
be a little low. No, it's not. He's totally good there. And he's got the 0.
Beautiful stuff.
Gonna secure himself top 4.
Boy.
20 face points.
All eyes on basically Beef Salad here, I feel like.
I mean, Jay finds it. Yeah, exactly right. Beef Salad could die in the stronghold, right? Like the nav is a little weird. You should get to it eventually. He's going down the staircase now. And if he rescans, he should get a good spike here. And he is going to hunger reset early, so no crazy death potential here. But Hax in the stronghold. Retropog with a death reset as well. I just don't think Aquacord and Hax did enough this seed. They weren't able to get it done.
Yeah.
Jay getting second. Beef Salad. He's in the right area, but not exactly the right spot.
Yeah. I'm starting to get to the point where I don't even know if Beef Salad getting 0 points would lose him. I mean, I'm not exactly sure. How much does 3rd place give you?
Aquacord should get 12 points for 3rd place. I think.
Okay.
So technically, if Beef Salad doesn't finish the seed, it's possible that they tie. I think Aquacord gets 12 points, and I'm pretty sure he's exactly 12 points behind.
Okay.
Beef Salad.
No, he is exactly 12 points behind.
Yeah.
I have the thing pulled up here. So Beef Salad has basically 6
and
minutes.
Hax is
Beef
dead.
Salad
It wouldn't have mattered anyways for Hax as well, though. Hax is guaranteed out now that Aquacord has gotten those points. Hax is guaranteed out.
Retropog's completion does not matter. It does not matter at all. It literally does not matter.
Might matter for like who's winning. Like I don't know exactly who's winning.
True.
But Beef Salad got a good spike this way, and it is this way. He does just find it. There it is. So we would need a monumental 0 choke, full death, weird run back from Beef Salad here. And it's only front 94. If he gets points on the seed, should be enough to keep him in the top 4. Retropog with a clean 0 as well, too. Beef Salad gets there, full rotation to spare. He's got the health. He's got a crossbow. Almost even a 2+2 here. I think he's just going to go for 3 rotation. That might be low, but no, he's totally fine.
Beautiful stuff. And that will secure our top 4.
Yeah,
no change.
That's going to be it. That is going to be it. I think technically Hax is still playing the seed. He didn't actually forfeit. So I don't think the room's going to end right away.
Gonna finish the season.
But I think he's tabbed out and not. Yeah, there you go. Now he's forfeiting. He might have just been watching the mainstream too or something. But that's it. Hax and Aquacord unfortunately couldn't make up the points that they needed to. Top 4 just gave themselves that much of a buffer from the first few seeds. I don't actually know who won though. I think Retropog was in first, but I don't think it was by that much.
It was by 5 points against Jay. So I think Jay got first.
You think Jay won? We'll see.
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right. Because Jay got second. And Retro Pog, wait, what did Retro Pog get?
If Richmond got 4th, maybe that's
Yeah,
a 5
yeah.
point
So
gap.
I think it should be a 5 point gap. I'm pretty.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I
Well, let's look at the
I
leaderboard.
think Jay got.
Let's see. You
I
think
think
Jay won?
Jay won.
1
Yeah,
point.
by 1
Wow.
point. Wow, very close.
Richmond got 3rd, actually. And yeah, look at that. Beefstyle got 5 points. So if he didn't get any points, he would have lost. Or he would have tied with Aquacord and we would have had a tiebreaker. He was actually 5 points away. Needed that
crazy.
completion. But yeah, 1 point separating first, second, and third. So Jay wins the bragging rights, wins Season 7's Midseason Showdown. Everyone in the top 4 gets the same amount of face points, though. They all get 20 extra face points.
Nah, but
On their
Jay
way.
gets the, as I said before, Jay gets the bragging rights. Jay won. You know what I mean?
I mean, this is important face points for a lot of these players, though. Jay currently has 65 face points. He's in 16th. He's going to be at 85. And now, granted, a lot of other people are going to be moving as well with the face points that they've gotten. But if just he gained 20 face points right now, he would go from 16th to 7th. So from not even qualifying to playoffs to being the 7th seed off of these 20 face points. Ankle Boy has 80 points in 7th. If he gets 100 points, he's in 4th. Or if he gets 20 points, he's at 100, he's in 4th. Sorry. Like, this is a very important face points for all the runners here. Matters a lot more than we think, even though it's, relatively a small amount of points, considering Infume has 175 face points. Manji has 120, but they do add up. There's a lot of intense face point competition for those top 12 slots at the end of every season, at the end of that 4th phase. And all the runners in the top 10 here will be very grateful that they're going home with anywhere from 5 to 20 face points. It's great. It's great stuff.
Fantastic stuff.
We'll get a tie eventually. If we were to get a
be
tie,
a real showdown.
I would rather have the tie happen in LCQ. Like, imagine a 1v1 for 4th place in LCQ. Winner moves on to playoffs. The loser goes home 1 seed.
Oof,
Oh goodness.
Yeah. That would be very intense. That would be awesome.
That would be it. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait for LCQ to see. We do have the dates for playoffs as well. Already finalized. LCQ for Season 7 will be April 26th, so just over a month from now. Basically the exact same format. Top 4 move on to playoffs and join the top 12 face point players for Season 7. There's a little glimpse as to what that could look like. Now, granted, LCQ won't necessarily have people like Hacks. Well, Hacks, I think, actually will play LCQ, considering he has like 40 face points and top 12 currently has 70. But like, Duke most likely won't be seeing an LCQ. Won't see, Infume there, Loki there, Manji there. Like, some of these players in the top 12, it won't be the exact same roster, but most of the players will be similar. People like NHB, Jacko. I mean, even like Jay potentially might not make it up there, right? Like, if you just have a bad last phase, you get top 32 instead of top 16. Anything can happen. We can really see. It's only like Infume and Loki and Manji, and I guess Beef Salad, now that he got 20 points, are like kind of guaranteed to qualify for playoffs unless they like get 100th, like unless they just stop playing entirely. My point is that LCQ is going to be very exciting stuff when we get there. Going to still be seeing a lot of high quality Minecraft. Hopefully we get a tie. We'll see. But I enjoy the format today. I love watching all the ants spread out.
The ants are fantastic.
The Desert Temple Tornado is something I didn't know I needed until today.
That was beautiful. That was absolutely fantastic. That was maybe my favorite moment of today.
It was great stuff. But congratulations again to everyone who played today. Congratulations additionally again to Jay, Anko Boy, Retropog, and Beef Salad, who won Midseason Showdown, and Jay, who got first place outright with 137 points. And we will see you guys back here in a month for LCQ, April 26th. And then the weekend after that, and the weekend after that will be the playoffs bracket weekend. So hope you guys enjoyed Season 7, Midseason Showdown. I'm excited for playoffs in a month.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Gameplay quality always gets better and better. Last season was great. This season will be even better. So thank you guys all for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your Saturday or Sunday. If it's Sunday for Australia, right? Like, I wonder what it's 2 p.m. for me. Like, how far right do you have to go in the world till it's Sunday? Like, it's definitely Sunday in India, but like, is it Sunday in Turkey? Like, is it Sunday for Ankle Boy?
No.
Is it Sunday for? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I just don't know. Time zones are a wonderful thing, but
right.
we'll see you guys back here in a month. That's the moral of the story. We'll have some beautiful LCQ content for you guys. Thanks for watching, and see ya.